Hi everybody. Welcome back. You guys are silly. Welcome back, Esther. Welcome back, Josh and Pandy. Hi. And to the other 3 people that aren't saying anything. Yes, stalkers. Welcome back to the channel.
I smoke too much. I drink too much.
How are you guys tonight?
That I can't stop. We could see clearly now.
Dabs on logos. Yeah. Yeah, I have a story about this one. This one turned out to be another really good one. So I've had a couple of days of good things happening with the artwork.
We could see clearly we could see clearly
Alright, so of course I can't talk with this music behind me. Yeah, it was you guys that brought the good luck. Thank you. Aw, you fell asleep to my very annoying voice, really? Hi Punky, good to see you on here. So with this logo, I don't know if you guys remember. Actually, let me open Photoshop and I'll show you to refresh anyone. Indulge, I don't know what to call you. I'm always like, do I call her it? Do I call her Indulge? I don't know what your actual name is. That's bad. I'm sorry. Let me know what your name is so at least next time I see you in here, I can properly greet you. Because I'm always like, it, Indulge. I don't want to call you it. I have a feeling that that's... Oh shit, now I can't even say it. How do you say that? Is it Aina? That Ina? Ina? I don't know how you say it. It's Ina, isn't it? Tempe. We could just call you Tempe. Is it Ina? Like I-na? I don't know. Do the pronunciation for me, Pandy. Tempe works. We're just gonna call you Tempe. Anna? That I would say, or I would say Anna. Is it like Anna? Oh, I feel like I'm just butchering her name and she's never going to come back to me. She's never going to come back. She'll be like, this bitch can't even say my name. Well, you're in here all the time and I want to address you and I want to answer whenever you're saying things, and sometimes I tend to overlook it because I'm like, I don't even know that. I don't even know her name. And I don't know what to call her. Yeah, I care too much. So, I did these series of samples for this store. And I told her, remember last night when I sent these to her, I was like, I'm gonna ruin this girl's night with this shit. Like, I just really had a lot of fun designing this logo. So I sent her the files, and I waited a little while. She logged in, and she was like, oh my god, why did you make this so hard? And I was like, well, I mean, I would rather it be a tough decision because you like all of them, and we can just dwindle it down to one versus me giving you all of this and you being like, "Oh, I don't like any of them." I don't like that situation. So I was like, I would rather it be be BEE really hard than to BEE, a train wreck. So, and I do keep doing those kind of jokes with her. I think she's getting tired of me with that. But I was like, I knew that this was going to be rough. As in like Bumblebee, and she's like, "Yeah, you're dumb." So what ended up happening, you know how well, I know for sure, I was talking to Josh and Pandy about this the other night when we were in Discord, that sometimes people order more than one of the logos from the samples. So that's what she did. She ended up buying 3 of them. So I'm like, yay. That's good. Luckily, I don't have to mesh all 3 of them. However, I haven't had a lot of sleep in the past couple of days, so I actually meshed, or I modeled the wrong version. So she's gonna end up getting two mesh versions. The one that she actually wanted, and I accidentally made this one because she said she wanted 4. And I don't know, this is me not being able to, or me not sleeping. But for some reason, I felt like this was 1, 2, I don't know, where 3. For some reason, I thought that this version right here would have been 4. Because it's the last one. I usually do 4 samples, so I don't know. When she said 4, I thought she was talking about this one, and she wasn't. She was talking about this number 4. So I modeled the wrong one, but it's okay. I have that textured in World now, and I'm going to, I mean, it's pretty cute. So I have that one. I'm just going to give it to her since I screwed up. But I am going to texture this one right here. And I'll continue doing the rest of the order as well. Hey, logo design is not for everybody. It sucks. Even though I'm fairly good at it, it still sucks for me to do it. Uh, I just, I don't know. You know what's kind of funny? It Before I started Second Life, I had my own graphic design studio, and I served clients all over the world. And to be honest with you, I never did the logos. I actually, my best friend at the time, I made him do all the logos because he was far better in Illustrator than I was. So I mainly stuck to CD artwork and for like bands and rappers, and I did the posters, I did the flyers, I did any social media graphics. Back when MySpace was popular, I would be the one doing the design for the MySpace page, and then I would also do the coding to get it up. I could code websites back then. I can't now, but I was actually that kind of stuff. But I never wanted to do the logos, which is weird because actually I'm really good at text, like editing text. So it's kind of weird that I would not have felt comfortable doing logo work, but I always passed it off to my best friend. I hated it. I was like, as soon as a logo order came in, I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to do that damn logo. So that's where we are with this one. I think I should have already run my final bakes on it, so I can pull these in and just texture these real quick and then see where we get. Just, yeah, if you want to, just, you're gonna have to fill out the form and kind of have to wait a little bit because the waiting list is starting to get very long. But I'd be happy to take a look at it for you and see. Even if you wanted, like, if you really wanted to do it yourself, let me see what it looks like, and maybe I can just give you pointers if you didn't want to go through the whole waiting or whatever, or if you didn't actually want to get like a package or something like that. Just show it to me, and then maybe I can tell you advice on what to do. Maybe if it's not like a If it doesn't pertain to one thing and like it's something that means something to you, I don't know. Sometimes I struggle even with those myself. But I don't mind taking a look at it. So, when I woke up today, I logged in SL and I had so many note cards and a bunch of IMs from people that were on the stream last night, just saying like how much fun that they had, and they hope that I do that again. And I'm like, well, I live stream like all the time. I don't know why last night was like so much cooler than any other night. Is it because we were just talking about creator things, you think? I don't I was just like, well, I hope you hit the notifications because I go live quite a bit. And you're more than welcome to join in on the conversation. I enjoy going live. It's like you guys are I don't know, this is like show and tell or something like that from like back in school days. I don't know why I feel like I've had a beer. I have not had a beer, but I feel like I've drank something and I haven't. Water. I just had water. I went back and I watched it though, and I was like, God, I talk a lot, and I also talk too loud. Like I guess I don't realize how sensitive this microphone is, and I actually had to turn the volume down. I was like, why doesn't anybody ever tell me that you're talking too loud? I didn't realize that I was literally like screaming into the microphone. I just get excited, I guess. Especially like when I didn't even get to the part where we were like getting more views, like more people were hopping on. I bet I was like deafening at that point. I happen to have a I don't know. I guess this microphone is just kind of sensitive, and I didn't realize it. Yes, Aaliyah, I'm live.
Hi everybody, sorry.
Leah says hi.
I'm gonna go lay down because my back hurts.
Okay. Did you mess it up with that massager?
No, it was hurting. That's why I used the massager.
Oh.
I think it's like a. I just need to pop it, but.
All right.
Okay. Bye.
Night night.
Okay, bye.
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 See ya.
Hey, do you think regular CDs will work on the PS3?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. It'll read regular CDs, I'm sure.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Oh my gosh. Why? So sleepy. Yeah, I mean, we can have whatever conversation you guys want to have now. If there's still questions, because I kind of got bogarted last night, and I was telling Ken this. I was like, we were doing really good until you came in and started talking about the things that you wanted to talk about, which is fine. But I feel like kind of we got a little bit off track. However, I didn't have any notes or anything written down, so I guess that was pretty much destined to happen. But if you have questions, maybe you came up with some overnight, ask away. I'm I'm all ears, and I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. Everything is always Ken's fault. It's been that way for the entire time that we've been together. If anything goes wrong, we used to have a gesture that literally said, "Damn it, Ken," because it was always his fault of something going wrong. He should be pretty used to that by now. Anything goes wrong, it's your fault. Yeah, I have to see. I think Bubbles has it. I think Bubbles will probably still have it. I can ask her. Oh crap. It has to be the burritos. The burritos have some kind of sleep medicine in it. And I only ate two of them. Imagine if I ate three. I wouldn't have even made it to the live stream. I just would have crashed out. I don't know how long I'm going to stay though tonight. I just wanted to try to get some of this order going. Actually told her I would be done with it tonight, but I've been, honestly, I was asleep. And then, shoot, once my kids get home, I don't do anything on the computer until they go to bed. And one of them just went to go lay down, so now I have time to start doing all this stuff again. Okay. Alright, 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 alright. I'm reading what you guys are saying. I don't think I can commit to a daily live stream, but I do like doing this. To be honest with you though, Dima, like I'm even at the point right now that okay, so in May the URL to my blog is going to expire, and I know everybody's about to roll their eyes. All of y'all's eyes are about to roll right up out of your head, but I want to rebrand. I want to rename the graphic business because I don't know. MouseClick was like it's the first name that I came up with when I decided that I wanted to do this like um, all the time. Actually, let me try something else here before I do this. So MouseClick was I don't know. I don't know. I just came up with it one day, and I thought it was really cute. And then I thought it would be really cute to make like the logo like a mouse, but like a mouse that you draw with, because basically that is what I'm doing. I'm just clicking the mouse all the time to make the designs, and I thought it was really cute, and it is still cute. But I actually came up with another logo that I really really like, and I got inspiration from the new logo from something that I saw that somebody linked me. And I remember when I was going through trying to figure out what I was going to name this company, I even thought about this idea because I have a folder with like a shit ton of like chemistry type icons in it. And so well, then you would probably just make one simple one. Oh my God, there he goes. Here comes Ryzen. I was just thinking, where's Ryzen at? Because now he's like my sidekick for my live streams. You want me to show it to you? I would, Dima, if for you, I would pick a pretty generic logo, probably something that doesn't pertain to any one certain genre of whatever you create. That way, it applies to everything. So, like, say for instance, you're a clothing store, you also do hair, you do poses, and you do skins. I wouldn't make a logo to try to match any one specific one of those things. All I would do is probably do a font, maybe a nice icon that isn't specific to any one thing that I create, and then, yeah, maybe a tagline underneath it. I don't know. Taglines, I don't think you really need taglines in Second Life. Um, However, I say that, and I have a tagline. I came up with a tagline for mouse click, and I don't know that I would put the tagline on the logo. I want to use the tagline for the graphics in like videos. At the end of my videos, like when it's over, I want, whatever.com, and then I want to have a tagline go up. But I probably wouldn't put a tagline on a logo. That's just my preference. Josh, are you telling me something? Do you want to be? Do you want to come on here? You and Pandy would be having these people crack up. It wouldn't even be my show no more. It would be y'all's show. Yeah, y'all two still my audience away. Oh, look, here's my dinner from last night. Y'all see that? Oop, there's a picture of me. Nobody wants to see me. So this was a tropical pina colada. I could go for one right now. And then we went to go have crab and stuff. Let me go over here. 1 second. I probably should. Well, let me see if Ryzen wants to do a call. I'll tell him to go to Discord, and then we can do a bigger call, and then so it could be all of us if he wants to do that, and then you can entertain everybody while I work. You could be my chat room babysitters, and then I'll just sit around and work. Deal. It's a deal. Let me see what he wants to do. If he's seeking company in chat. You would think he would get tired of me, but he doesn't. 85, 85. That's why this is coming out like, ugh. Okay. Tell? Did I really just write tell? I'm really tired. Really like, I'm really losing my mind. Alright, let's see how all of this looks. See how it looks. See, I might have to, I might have to go get a water, guys. It's so crazy. I'm like, I was not this sleepy before I started this. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do a live stream. It's gonna be fun. And I get up here and I start talking, and I'm like, I'm kind of tired. All right, let's see if he answers. If he would like to join, if he minds that other people join, if he cares, if he's like, nah, count me out tonight. I don't want to be doing all that. I hate your face. Why do you go live every night? That's really too dark. It's too... Needs to be lightened up, I think. I think. So maybe we should do 85 and then maybe do. Let's try this. We went over to my mom's tonight. My mom got a new puppy. She got a pit bull puppy. And so we went over there tonight to go see it and see how much she's grown. She's got so big. She's so cute. I should have taken pictures. Josh and Pandy, are you guys in Discord? Because I'm loading her up right meow. Right meow. I don't know if he's going to join us. He's typing. Oh my god, look at these. Yeah, I don't think he wants to do it. Okay. Look how cool these are. Can I show these, Josh? Yeah, I need something. I need a good slap to the face. For real. Well, I can tell you what, I'm pretty fucking lazy when it comes to unwrapping things. I do automatic mapping on everything. The only things that I don't do automatic mapping on is I actually take the front face off. Let me open Maya so I can better explain this. Because those maps, the side maps, I don't deal with that shit at all. That's an automatic map of the entire logo. Let me open this so I can see if I can explain. I can show these? Okay. Wait. There's so much going on now all of a sudden. Okay, first I'm going to show you guys these. So I did Josh's logo. And that would be Cool Catcher is Josh. And he put the logo on his trucks in World. Isn't that awesome? Yay. That looks really cool. I'm gonna add these to my. I have a folder in my hard drive of like things that people use my logos for. Cool ways to use my logos. So I'm gonna add it to that because I want to make a page when I get my new website done, whenever the hell that'll be. But it'll be like a gallery of all the cool things that people do with the logo. So yeah, that shit is super awesome. Oh, I don't know how to do anything in Blender. I mean, it's the same concept. If I show you how I do it in Maya, you would be able to understand what the process is, so you could try to do it in Blender, I think, because Ashley always shows me things in Blender and I understand how to do it in Maya. I just have to learn the process. Oh, wait, okay. Let me go back and look at this. Oh, right. There you go. There's a shot with no hover text on it. I'm saving this shit. It won't let me save it. Why can't I save it? Why? Super freaking lame this shit is. Thinking that you can block me from saving a picture. Can't block me. You just take a picture of a picture. Alright, so let me just explain this real quick. So what I do. And maybe it'll make sense. If it doesn't make sense, then I tried. Okay, so like once I have this all brought in, I need to take this is just purely from doing this over and over and over again. I started to prefer the front faces, these front faces, I started to want them on their own map. Okay, so so I started actually. So this was all combined at one time. So like let's just combine it like it was when I was done arranging, because I brought all of this in separate. The bee came in separate, the wreath came in separate, the crown came in separate, the text came in separate. So once I aligned it and was happy with how it was, I needed to pull these front faces off because I want them to be on their own map, so I can do what I just did right there and just take the actual logo file PNG and just overlay the ambient occlusion. It is the easiest way I found to do this. If I do it any other way, it is a total PETA. So usually what I do is I just decide what pieces that I don't mind being on the same map. And in this case, I knew the B really kind of needed to be separate, the front of it. So I went ahead and just select the crown, and I selected the wreath, just selected faces, and then I just separated them, which up here is my separate icon. So right now that actually severed the front faces from the rest of the selected part. So I need to like flatten those layers. So what I would do from here, don't click anything else after you separate it. You need to go back into whatever your object mode is, and then press Shift, and then I'm going to select like my quote-unquote sides pieces with Shift. Oh no, I already fucked up. Hold on a second. Maybe it's Control. It is Control. So to deselect it, right? So now that I have all of these pieces still highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and combine them. So now they're all one piece. Just like that. They're all one piece. So now when I'm ready to, I did that for every single piece. I did it for the text as well, because I wanted the text, the front faces of the text to be on one map. And actually this text is a vector. It completely broke when I tried to, you know, just go to create and then text. I had to actually vectorize the text and bring it in that as an Illustrator file. I couldn't just use it by typing the text regular because it broke. I don't know what's going to happen one day whenever I run into a situation where the text file breaks in Maya and the vector breaks, because then I'm not going to be able to fix it. I really hope that that doesn't happen anytime soon. So anyways, as you can see, that got pulled off as well. And I'm just going to do the same thing, go into my object mode again, and then press Control, click the sides, and I only have these front faces selected, and I'm going to combine them and then, you know, center my pivot again. And then I would do the same thing for this little guy down here, and then I'll show you just basically what I do. If I feel like if somebody knows the process, then maybe you can figure out how to do it on your own, because it's just different keys, but you can do the same process in that program. So object mode, and then press Shift on the sides, and then all that's left is the B is selected, and then I just combine it so it is separated as well. So from here, it really ain't nothing special. I use Turtle. Oh, hang on a second. Let's separate the shadow from the rest of it. So from here, this would be something that doesn't apply to anybody else because turtle, I think, is only in Maya and not very many people even use turtle. But I'm going to apply the turtle material to all of the faces because it won't work baking it under any other kind of face, no Lambert, no, nothing like that. It has to be its own shader. So, and it turns it green, which is not beautiful. So just from here, for the shadow itself, I would, make it switch back to the front view, have the shadow plane selected, and then I go into create UVs based on camera. Click that. It takes a picture of it. I would do the same thing for the front here. And I would just make sure I select it, and then I press front again to make sure the camera's right. And I go back and I hit that one again. The same for this. I can see you guys typing, but I can't look over at the moment. Same for this piece. Did I do the B already? I did the B already. So I think all that's left is to click the side pieces. So I would just hit the sides, and that's all of the other, that's not the front faces, it's just the rest of the extrusion. And then I just hit automatic mapping because I ain't even trying to fuck with that shit. And I'm done. From here, I just go into my renderer and set up everything for turtle and press bake. And it bakes out all of my shadows and stuff completely. I tell you what, though, this took me forever to figure out on my own because there's really not that many. I mean, there's text, how to make text in Maya, but there's not, I don't know, there's not that many, like bringing a vector into Maya and then learning how to deal with it once it's in here. There's not a whole lot of that. So it was really like a lot of trial and error to try to figure out how to do this. And actually, at the beginning of last year, I did this process completely different until common sense kicked in and said, stop automatic mapping everything, because it does actually kind of fuck it up. If I was to leave it all together as one piece and just did the automatic mapping, for instance, like this crown, Maya could lay it upside down or sideways, or it could cut like even these pieces off here in the middle, and then they're flipped upside down or sideways. So whenever I go to apply a style to them to paint them, it's not going to show correctly because I actually need, in order for the style to place correctly, especially if it's like a bevel, it's not going to lay on there right. You would have like everything would be going in different directions. And that's what I was having the biggest problem with when I was just doing automatic mapping everything. I just don't, I feel like even with this kind of stuff, I could mark seams and, unwrap and do all that kind of stuff, but it actually takes longer to do it the proper way. So, I feel like for this stuff, nobody is retexturing my work. So, for the most part, I think people do not retexture their logos. So, I don't really have to do it in a super proper form for the ambient occlusion and for the maps, because I really don't think anybody is going in after me and making any kind of adjustments. So it is just kind of like get it done, make it high quality, and really kind of who cares how you made it. It's the logo itself. This one turned out being, it's 4 land impact, but it is very big on my wall here. It's a pretty good size, and that's as small as I can make it because of the detail. So that's my like mesh life hack. It's not actually a hack, but it did take me quite a while to come to a conclusion that I kind of can't automatic wrap every single time. If it was like let me go downstairs real quick. If it was something simple, like I did the text inside. Let me let this load for you. This text right here for like my new release and where I say like, you know, catwalk, whatever. These are automatically mapped because I don't necessarily have to have this front face be any specific certain way. So I just wanted to texture the whole thing a black color and do the shadow and be done. So these are actually automatic wrapped, and I don't care if the E is upside down on the map or the S is sideways on the map. Who gives a shit? Because I just put a flat color on it and then set it to multiply and then was done with it. But like these vendors, I did it the very same way. I took this front face here. That front face is its own ambient occlusion. This front face is its own ambient occlusion. Same thing with the heart itself. The front face is its own. And then I have an actual sides image as well. So that's my ghetto way of doing mesh. Like, I'm pretty sure someone on here is like, you're doing all of this wrong. Well, you know, the end product still looks nice, so I don't really care how it's made. I'm doing the best I can. So that's your mesh lesson for today. You're welcome. Your mesh lessons. I just, I don't know. To me, it looks better. I mean, right now I know I have some issues going along here, which I'm going to fix in a minute. But it just, to me, I don't know. It started to feel like the sides were getting super grainy. If I did the automatic map with like everything, it just got, it was too, I don't know. It just seems to me like it was super grainy. And now I feel like that it all comes in pretty smoothly. It's not perfect, but I'm gonna fix all of this. All right, I'm gonna switch over and get these guys on Discord, and then finish texturing this in just a second. Let me go back and look here. I need to turn this off because it lags the shit out of me. I didn't forget. I got on a tangent. You did not make yours lime green. Oh my god, I'm going to grab you guys now because that is, you did not. Grab you guys now. Oh, you're gonna have to mute the stream.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, you didn't make yours lime green.
No, I
You're
didn't.
lying.
I didn't.
If he did, I would punch him for you.
You can make your you can make your truck's lime green.
God no.
Then you could drive around and just look like a booger everywhere.
It literally took me a while to get the right shade of the blue from the background to make the trucks match.
Yeah, I could see how that'd be a pain in the ass too.
Yeah.
But you got it. You're good.
Dang right. Dang right I did.
They look nice.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out.
So I totally popped on the sim because I saw you were down there. And Josh was like, "Do it!" And I came over here and you had already ran off, and I'm like, "Damn it, she ran away!" But then I saw my name pop up on your screen. I was like, "I'm just gonna stand here."
She feel like she saw you. Are you still standing down there?
I'm standing right here in the middle.
You're weird. Come up here.
Yeah. I got invited. Hey, hey.
You don't have no clothes on.
Yes.
Why is this still like this? I'm trying to
She doesn't wear much.
She's kind of a whore.
She is very much.
Wow, he just threw you
I'm
under the bus,
joking.
man.
Ah.
Under the bus, right up under the bus.
Yep.
It's okay.
You're gonna have to pay for that at some point.
I know. Oh, I've been. I know.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. Sometimes I drive that bus. So.
Yeah, she runs over me.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where this is going. I drive buses too, right over Ken. Yeah.
You should
Oh,
drive over his
Lord.
snoring.
I should.
Oh my god.
I should probably just not be live when he's asleep, though.
No, funny. Keep it. It's completely funny because every time he's snoring, I'm like, lumberjack.
Why the fuck is this doing this? I'm trying to figure this out. And is it my file or I've done something? I've done something and I don't know what it was.
Dang it. I didn't run close enough.
Don't be an ass.
I don't think she realizes that I'm right here too.
Oh, are you right there as well?
I am.
Yeah, she's running around, and I'm like, don't get her in camera view and be an ass.
Where is you? Oh, that you is.
There I am. Yes.
There they is. Dang, you look all professional and got your suit and everything. Like,
Heck yeah.
what are you all like? What are you all dressed up for? You guys don't. You look total opposite.
business.
She's all hoary and like ready to go, and you're ready to have a business meeting. What's happening?
Yeah,
here?
you know. I've been working on building a sim, so
Oh.
yeah.
Times.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I don't know. I actually really enjoy building sims.
Well, it's a role play sim, so roads and everything. It's like, shoot me, please.
Well, okay, but have you ever been to the Boca Raton regions?
I don't think so. No.
Yo, I'm not even playing. That shit is so nice. I'm redoing their logo for the community. They have like 7 sims, and it is absolutely beautiful over there. Like, I almost want to contact them and be like, so how much would a mansion be for me? Because I want to go live there. The only problem is, and I have a pretty good computer, I lag balls over there. But I know why. Because they're using like the most beautiful houses like SL has to offer, and all of the plants look fucking real. They're not shitty looking. There's not a shitty looking purchase thing over there. Everything,
I bet.
it's really, really nice. But, you know, I don't do the whole role play stuff, so I really have no business being over there. I just went to go look to try to get an idea of how I wanted to make the logo. So, but I went.
I mean, you could ask them if your house can like be sectioned off, so that way you can have a nice little mansion and be like, "What's up, guys?"
A mansion up on the hill, you know.
Yeah, I'm really tempted
Big
to be like
driveway.
to be like, since I'm doing like your graphics and stuff, like, is there any like, you know, friends areas?
Can I get like a friends benefit type of thing going on? You know, can you section a little parcel off? I don't need much. I need just, you know,
I don't need much. This is really for my ego, because I landed over here and I'm thinking, oh my god, you're really fucking poor. Like, it just looks.
Yeah.
It really does resemble Boca. I don't know if you guys have ever been, or if you look at it online, it really does resemble like the lifestyle. So,
yeah,
it's very nice.
Me. I've been to Boca Raton, and it kind of makes me feel
sad.
It does. I'm like, what am I doing with my life?
Sad.
Everything wrong. That's what you're doing with your life. Everything wrong.
Apparently. You know, it's like, well, living here in Orlando, you can tell where the really nice, really, really, really nice part of Orlando is. And I'm kind of on the side where there's a bunch of families. And it's like, you know, there's a drastic change. And I'm just like,
F that.
Well, no, like I didn't even know there was like a Lamborghini place nearby. Apparently there is. And
Oh.
I'm not that bougie. I don't need to go there.
What did I do?
She broke it.
No, I just clicked on the wrong thing. Da 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 da.
Hey, people are saying party at your skybox. Party at your skybox.
Y'all can come up here, but I'm not paying attention to the screen, obviously.
I was gonna say she's there. She's just not here.
I'm not really there. I'm not. I'm just my body's there, but my mind is not there.
I was.
My mind is not. Come on. What the? This is kind of why sometimes like the whole taking the actual logo file and putting it on top of the ambient occlusion does not work. This is proving to be one of those times. I don't know really who's going to be all up on that to be able to be like, it's not perfectly aligned, but I don't really like the gray peeking through.
If somebody's all up in your Kool-Aid like that, you should just tell them, why don't you do it then?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm gonna bring you guys on as my customer service and be like, look, we don't play this shit around here.
F off. Okay, just go away. Just flubber off.
Oh, that actually fixed it. That looks good. That looks much better. Okay.
Yes.
So how far did you have to zoom in again before you saw that little tiny minuscule defect again?
Shut up. It
Just
matters.
go away.
It matters. It has to be perfect. I'm a perfectionist. Don't you know this? You should know this about me already. Oh, yeah.
Oh no, I think she was talking about a customer.
Oh, the customer. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. How far did you have to... You're right.
How far did you zoom in again?
That's funny.
Oh. That one pixel took up your whole screen, and you want to complain about that?
Oh, man. Don't get me started on what gets complained about.
You know, there's like 7 different things with my logo that I dislike that I want refixed because, like, oh my god.
Like, well, at this point
No.
for you, I'd be like, well, unfortunately, you're screwed because the order's over.
Exactly. Nah, it's actually perfect.
Mm-hmm. We've gotten a lot of compliments on it.
Good.
Yeah, like my the owner of the sim that I'm building actually, asked for a copy of it to plaster all over the place. He put the mesh one up on a building and gave us a corporate headquarters and whatnot.
Get out of here. That's awesome.
Dead serious.
Good. Yeah, the happy stories. I need happy stories about what's happening with what happens after. We need to do like a segment after the design.
Yeah.
Where the artwork goes after the design is over.
After
where they are now.
Yeah, where are they now?
There you go.
Where are they now?
Second Life Edition.
And in all honesty, I feel much better about the new logo than I did with mine that I made because it's it shows off more professionalism for myself with being and I was young when I made that. I was still in my teens.
Oh really? The one that you showed me?
Yeah, that was 2013. I was
a baby.
I'm 24. I was young. Let's just go with that because I can't think that far back.
1 second, guys.
Yep.
One.
I knew that was gonna happen.
She said 1 second.
Shut up.
Say, She didn't say un momento, nothing. She said 1 second. I gave her a second.
Dies.
Yay! So,
Well, I will say we've been sitting at a nice solid 20 viewers the entire time.
Yeah, that's good. It's more than the. It's better than the 10.
Yeah.
I I think, and this was just my observation from yesterday, is when you really started getting people involved, like you were like, "Hey, give me some ideas" and stuff like that, and people started getting involved. It made them feel like that, this wasn't just a channel where they just watched and you know
Listened.
listened and so forth. It was, oh, now I have a chance to interact with this designer slash creator. Well, let's go ahead and do it. And the more we got into it, the more people just started popping in.
Yeah, I don't really know how to give off that effect because honestly what I would like. I mean, out of the channel itself, I want it to be a place where people can feel free to ask whatever questions they have, even if they feel it's a dumb question or if it's
There's
something that just
no
never
such
there's
thing
no
as a dumb
there's
question.
not, but I feel like a lot of people sit here and they're silent and they're just watching. They never say anything. They might be the people who send me a bunch of note cards when I go offline because that happens. Or like there's people contacting me now that are sitting inside the chat. So it's like, you know, I I would like for the channel to give off that kind of vibe. Um but it's at the same time I'm sure it's hard because I go on a ramble, I start my tangent, and then I have to finish what I'm saying. I can't look over,
Yeah.
and be manding the chat all the time. So it's gonna have to just be a balance. I'm gonna have to just try to balance it as the channel grows. Because ideally, I would
Ye-
really like to have 100 people sitting here, and we can all have a discussion about whatever the topic is at hand. Um, I would really like for it to keep growing and keep getting bigger. It was a little overwhelming last night, but um,
I definitely noticed that watching how it was getting over, especially with Ken in the background. Like,
yeah, he was really just getting on my. I love
I
him
could
so
tell how
much,
much
but
you probably wanted to slap him.
yeah, because I had to lean over. I couldn't work anymore on the screen, and I was leaning over so he could talk into my microphone that's on my face. You know, so that's when he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna go get in Skype, at my computer." But even
I
that
was like,
didn't.
why did you do that in the first place? But even
I
then,
don't.
yeah.
I don't know. He just came back here and he just wanted to start talking about stuff. But I t-
That was,
I always told him he needs to start a channel. But he did
yeah.
start a channel, but he didn't go on there and do anything live. He did edited videos of
Mm-hmm.
lottery ticket scratching. Is what his channel ended up being, which is fine.
Interesting.
Which is fine. We won sometimes. It's okay. We didn't always
Nice.
lose. But you know, I
Yeah,
mean,
because I myself, I was doing YouTube for a bit. I had done, some video games and whatnot, but I never edited them, but I posted them because I was in with a group of people that were not big, but up and coming on YouTube. So I was like, oh, let me start recording with you guys, and then I kind of lost interest because it's hard.
it
It
is
is
hard.
hard.
It is hard. YouTube's probably it. I've had this channel for a really, really long time, and I used to just upload speed edit videos from my real life work to it, and then I started Second Life, and some of my Second Life stuff went up to it, and then until here recently, where I was like, maybe I could make a little bit of extra money off of YouTube, maybe I should try this because I just felt like I got to a point where I was okay with showing with what I was doing. Um, because there was a lot of question even before that. Do I want to go up on YouTube and show everybody what I'm doing, like how I do
Yeah.
it? With whether that's with Second Life related content or with the logo content or anything that I'm doing. Do I really want to sit up on YouTube and show people how to do it? But then I started to think, yeah, I think I do because there's nothing for Second Life.
Oh yeah. Oh
Nothing
yeah.
to give you a guideline. And I'm like, nobody else is going to do it. Everybody else is going to keep this shit like secret form. So,
I hated it when I first originally came to Second Life. I started it with a different account, and because I didn't understand, I left. And while they kind of give you like a really, 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 really basic guideline on Second Life, nobody you know wants to take the time to say, hey, do you need help? Let me help you. It's all like mine, mine, mine. Let me be stingy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if it's stingy. Have you guys ever like really like stopped and taken the time to help somebody?
Oh yes, I have.
It's not a quick thing. It's not like you're just
No.
going to jump in Discord and be like, "Oh, this is how you do it." Beep beep beep. No, it turns into long, could be days, maybe a week before you even get that person to understand what you're trying to teach them, and nobody has time for that. That's really I think where a large portion of it comes through. I can't imagine that every single creator here is a dick. I don't think every single one is. I think people just don't have time. So there needs to be another way to be able to do some kind of tutorial or being able to show you how to do something that doesn't consume all of your time and doesn't consume a ton of time for the person that wants to learn. And
Oh
really,
yeah,
that's where
and
I feel like this comes in very handy.
oh
'Cause,
yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
but there are some dick creators here.
There
There are, but I
are a
don't
lot.
think all of them are, because I've met some really really nice people who did help me. But it's never. I always feel bad asking somebody for help because I know what I'm asking for is difficult, and I mean it's difficult. I'm not even able to find it on YouTube. So I have to try to find somebody that I know knows how to do it, and then I don't know, just getting somebody to stop their workflow for you, especially if they don't really know you, is kind of it. Just I don't. I probably would be like not interested too, but since this is available, it makes it a whole lot easier for me to be able to show, and then something you can watch over and over again. You can pause
Yeah.
it and you can try it, and then you just do it repetitive until it works for you. I feel bad because I am not paying attention to the chat and I see people typing. So if you give me a second, more than a second. I'm going to read this real quick just to make
We
sure.
can help you out. I mean,
Yeah.
Dima, I kind of agree with her. She said, if someone thought that they could make money teaching others, they would do it, but it's not worth it for a creator because it does take a lot of time to teach others. It does. And I completely agree with you, that there are people who, if you ask them, they're really rude about it. But then again, there are some that say, I can give you the basics, but you're really going to have to figure it out for yourself. Because I know with Photoshop, I mean, there's so much crap with Photoshop.
That's just Photoshop. They don't even start to be talking about a 3D program.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
It's
Yeah.
kind of impossible to be able to do anything.
I have
That is why I am glad that I can do prim to mesh buildings because I don't have to really worry about using Maya or Blender much other than to delete duplicates of, faces and whatnot.
I still need to look at that thing. I still want to. I used to love building in Second Life. I loved it. I used to make these big ass fucking prefab stores that were like half of the sim, and then
Oh wow.
when I put it up on Marketplace, they're like, "How big is this? Will this fit in a 4096?" I'm like, "No, it fits a half of a region." Like they were humongous, but I loved
Oh my
doing it.
lord.
Oh, I loved
I,
it. The only thing I didn't like is putting that bitch in a reser. That sucked.
that is the most tedious process.
Oh, it sucks.
I mean, granted, doing the physics prim for doing the actual physics for the building is hard too with prim to mesh because you actually have to make it and make it a second copy and do all the faces different, and it's just a long, tedious task.
So that element of fun shit still happens. You still have to.
Yes,
There's
I
no
still
way.
have to make physics.
There's no
Yeah.
fun way around it. Mm.
Yep. Unless you want it to be high in land impact and just use the SL, mesh upload, selections of high, medium, or low that calculates the faces and whatnot.
I follow.
But yeah.
Well, you know how you said last night though. That's actually something too that I wanted to I maybe wanted to start contemplating. I told Ryzen I was like, I should just find people that do different things in Second Life, have them come in on Discord, and we can have conversations about what they do if they don't mind sharing what they do, and then it's just something else because the whole purpose of coming live is to talk to brand new creators. Clothing is not the only thing that you can do in Second Life. So I feel like I have a lot of friends that do a bunch of different things. If I could talk them into, hey, why don't you come and chat with me about what you do for a couple of hours? That'll also give variety on the channel so new people coming in the Second Life can have, more tools on where to start to be able to do whatever type of the hobby or job or whatever that people do. See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Because there's so many different things. I mean, I've been on here for 11 years, and there's so many things that you can do on Second Life. It's not even funny. On a content creation level. I mean, I've seen decor, buildings from houses to commercial, and then clothing, and now the mesh, all the mesh stuff. There's so much stuff. Vehicles. You make vehicles if you really want to try to deal with that. that
Actually,
that's like pro level.
I actually
You
talked
need to
to
be
a
like a
guy the other
pro
day
in.
that he makes cars in Second Life and was interested in like I think what he was trying to ask me to do, English wasn't, we weren't doing good on the English scale, but I think what he was asking me to do was to design like decals and stuff for his cars that he would sell. And I'm
Oh.
down for that too. I told him whatever you want to sit down and actually talk about this because we're not going to be able to do all this through an IM or a note card or whatever you're trying to do. I was like, so if you want to meet in world, I can come over and take a look at the stuff that you do. Actually, I looked it up on the marketplace. I'm not gonna divulge who it was or anything just now. So I don't want to bite myself in the foot in case that's not what he was trying to get me to do. Because I don't know. It was a very sketchy conversation. It was hard to figure out what he was
Oh,
asking for.
one of those
It
conversations.
was just hard to kind of decipher what he was kind of all over the place. But I know he
Mhm.
does make cars in Second Life. He makes really good ones. But I think that he was asking if I could assist with artwork for the car, and I'm down for that. Yeah, hell yeah! I think that would be so fun. Have to find the time for it, but I think it would be an interesting project to be a part of. Yeah, and by no means would I ever want to be that kind of creator, a car creator, or that kind of scripting. That's
Oh my
too
God.
advanced for me.
Yeah. Yeah, I know my Second Life brother, he does vehicles and he does buildings and whatnot, and some of the people that he knows, they actually code full web plugin, coding for Second Life. So there's things where you got a web plugin out on the internet that ties into something on the grid, a gun or a car, and the configurations of all that. There's a lot to do. People don't realize how much there is to do
Yeah,
on Second.
it makes it, well, yeah, and people make it look easy. Demon said I would love to see someone do a series where they bring different creators on and talk to them about what they do. I would really love to do that. I really would. And I would like to do it on a live stream. I feel like, because I don't really, this is the problem that I always had when media was really big in Second Life. Everybody wanted to role play. Everybody wanted to have things scripted, and I don't feel like we have to be scripted. I mean, I can come up with questions to ask that I might think that are interesting questions to ask somebody, but I don't think that any of it needs to be scripted. So therefore, I would be totally comfortable having a show like that and doing it live on YouTube, if my guests were okay with talking live and understanding that there's an audience here and there's an audience that can ask you questions. I just think it's more direct. It would be a much, like, I don't know, it's a more realistic experience.
Yeah.
But we've talked about it. But Ryzen and I have talked about it, and I was like, or have even segments to where, I don't know, me and Ryzen talk about things all the time. Things that are happening within the world, things that we're just, we're best friends. So we talk about everything, but important things. We talk about important things that are happening in Second Life with the community. And I feel like having an open conversation about this stuff off of Facebook, off of Plurk, off of, like, those grimy places that people talk about this stuff. I feel like if you can hear somebody talking about it, maybe you can get more engaged in the conversation, and it wouldn't turn into such a big fight and a big struggle like it does whenever you try to have a conversation about something on Facebook. Everybody gets offended, and then you start losing friends, and I mean, that kind of stuff can happen here too, because
it does.
I have a opinion that not a lot of people always agree with, and I have no problem with telling my opinion, and I offend people quite often just by being honest. But I feel like that would be like, that would be something that would be interesting to do as well. And I told him I'd be open to doing it every Sunday. So, like, we've talked about it every Sunday, whatever time we can get together. And of course, if other people wanted to join the conversation or wanted to come on Skype or whatever and talk about whatever the problems are, we could just be adults and having a conversation about things, doesn't always have to be so secretive, or it. I just don't like the way the conversation goes on Facebook anymore. You can't say anything on Facebook without pissing everybody off. So I would rather, like, I'm like,
And, well, it's not only that, but some people don't grasp the concept is that's your opinion. Nobody has to agree with you, but you use a platform, whatever, to kind of say how you feel, and people are like, "Well, your opinion's wrong." No, my opinion is just that, mine. I'm not telling you to change your whole life, and I'm not telling you that you have to think the way that I'm thinking.
right.
And so I've really started limiting as to what I say on Facebook.
Me too.
I mean,
I just don't use Facebook.
Yeah.
I mean, I do because I have some friends and family who are in the military, and that's our only means of communication. And that's how I get even if it's just, hey, just to let you know I'm doing okay. I may not be able to talk for the next couple days, but I'm doing fine. You know what? That's one reason why I keep Facebook. And I have seen, like, this whole thing or whatever about what's going on in the world today. I've seen so many fights break out, and so many people lose family members because they express their opinion one way or the other. And I don't think we should be attacking people because of your opinion. Listen to them and be like, okay, you have that opinion. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I respect you for it. that's the problem that we have is nobody respects people anymore. They
Mm-mm.
think that their opinion is, is the law,
Mm-hmm.
and people just don't. There's no respect anymore.
No, no, I pretty much blame social media for that because you can sit behind the computer and you can be anonymous and you can be pretty shitty and pretty much get away with it because you can say something really shitty and you just turn around and walk away and you don't have to suffer the consequences of whatever the hell just flew out of your mouth. You can go back and read it later and maybe feel bad about what you said later, but it's not an instant like if you went up and you said something absurd to somebody, you would be dealing instantly with a reaction. With the internet, you don't have to deal with it. You can go and pop off and say some really fucked up shit and then just turn around and go about your day and like you're untouched because you're not reading the reaction or the pain that you're causing. And that's where it's all really messed up. I don't
It is.
I don't use Facebook that much anymore either. I go on there like not I don't use it in the way that I used to use it. I used to have 5,000 people on that Facebook. It was capped. I used it purely for promotion of anything that I was doing in world, but it just got to a point where okay, I'm sitting at like 1,700 people now as a friends list, and I can't stand the fucking timeline. I don't want to look at the timeline because everything is like the world is ending. So imagine having 5,000 people saying the world is ending. It was just negative all the time. So I just started deleting people, but then I started to pull away from social media in general. And that's bad because if you need social media to promote, kind of hard to pull away from social media if that's where you promote. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's like
exactly.
you can't. There's no way around it. There's no way around it. Other than I don't really look at the timeline very much anymore. I don't, and that sucks too because Facebook is where I shop. I find all my new stuff on Facebook. I don't really look at Seraphim or that many blogs unless I'm looking at Facebook looking at blogs. But that's the only way that I know about new releases these days. So it's like, yeah, fuck you. You're damned if you do, damned if you don't. I don't want to look at the timeline, but there might be something new on the timeline I can go buy. Yeah, So it's like it's a hard balance. It's really
That's why I
hard
stick to
balance.
my suit.
Well, you're a guy too, so
At least I'm not like Rye and walk around naked.
well, he's gonna be so mad. He's gonna be so mad that I even mentioned that.
He can get over it.
Yeah, he'll get over it.
But we
But
love you, Rye.
Yup.
I don't think he's watching.
He's probably
In
not.
case he decides to watch later and he gets to this part, we love
he's
you,
gonna be
Rye.
like, "What assholes talking about me?" And I wasn't even there.
Pretty
I
much.
should have joined in on with the call with them. I would have met new people.
He's
I would have actually been
kinda-
able to put voices to the names.
He's kind of he's a private person. So sometimes when I do stuff like this, he's not interested. He's like, nah, I don't want to meet anybody new.
He seemed private.
I don't want to meet your friends. That's fine. We're good.
I don't want to meet your clients who are now friends.
Yeah,
Flubber off. Get out of here.
yeah. That's fine though. I don't want to. That's another thing too. I don't want to make anybody feel uncomfortable. And somebody said something on the chat a minute ago. Let me go up. I don't remember. I think it was Dima. She said this people in Second Life are just very private, and you're right. A lot of them are private.
It was Dima.
But I think I could probably find people who would be willing to come on and talk. I can convince anybody. I can convince anybody to do anything. I'm pretty good. I'd be like, it's promotion for your store, like, or whatever you do. It's promotion for whatever you do. Because really, I don't know if you guys follow. Does anybody follow Blueberry on Facebook?
Yes.
She just put up a quote not a quote, but a statement the other day talking about how you need fellow designers. You need these other stores to keep thriving along with you because if they succeed, your store is going to succeed. Like the market is picking back up again, and that's just like, it. I'm sure I can find people that would be okay with talking about what they do because they understand that new stores need to keep popping up so we can keep the variety going in the game. Like I've personally always been somebody that thought that other stores, even if they're like carbon copies of your store, it's annoying. Don't don't get too mad at me. Some people are gonna be like, Toxic, you really fucking hated when that happened. But at the same time, those stores didn't hurt me, and I didn't hurt them. I don't think I don't even though I was maybe bigger than them, more popular than them, I don't really think that Alter Ego was the reason why this store closed down or whatever. You know, I don't think my store hurt anybody, and I know nobody's store hurt mine. And there was a time where there was a lot of little alter egos around. There was a lot of stores that were just like it, and
Little
I
baby
don't
alter
feel
ego.
like I got hurt. It was a little annoying, and I was a little immature back then. I was a lot younger than I am now, but in the end, I really don't think it hurt anybody, and I do think we need more designers. I just would I don't know. I just feel like everybody started somewhere,
We all started
and
from the bottom,
yeah,
and now we're here.
and now we're here, and now we're like there's no tools to get here. You know, people are so confused about how to even do anything in SL, and I'm thinking, how did I learn? How did I figure all this out? I don't even really know. I don't. I just kept trying things, you know, and trying just trying to talk to people. I would go and I would like go to my favorite stores and I'd send them a note card and just tell them, you know, I appreciate the work that you're doing. And sometimes they would write back and I'd get in a conversation and then we would be friends. We would add each other friends list and then you learn from other people. So that's the same gist of what I wanted out of this channel is to be able to talk to people, create a conversation, give a place where people can go and ask questions without being judged and actually have answers provided and it just be kind of a happy place because just you know you flip on the news and there ain't nothing happy going on. I would
Nope.
rather just you know people are always like don't bury your head in the sand, but honestly I just kind of want to bury my head in the sand and just have fun doing this doing
As long as there's margarita in your hand.
well there's not
Yeah, but your head's
tonight.
buried. Your head's buried in the sand, so the margarita is pointless because you can't drink it. You
Yeah,
have to unbury your head to drink it. I mean,
there's no beer tonight. I feel like I've drank, but I have not drank. So, what the is? I don't know what I did. I think I put something on this. This is really it's really terrible. Let me take this off.
but yeah, I know for me, I got started by smacking two prims together and just messing with prims back 11 years ago.
You can do that.
Yeah, surprisingly.
It works that way.
When it comes to building, it does.
I remember the first time that I learned how to use prims. When I came in the Second Life, I had a buddy in SL. Um, um, he was already in. He had already been in for. He's pretty old too. I'm gonna say he's probably like 12 or 13 years old in Second Life.
Oh, he's
but,
one of the
oh, he's
the
super
new
old.
the first generation people.
Yeah. And I remember he took me to a sandbox or something like that, and he rezzed the cube on the ground, and I'm like, wow, how'd you do that? I was so mesmerized, and he's flipping it in different directions, and then he put a script in and made it rotate, and I'm like, oh, like, it was the best thing ever. Like, I thought that, like, I hit the jackpot that day or something, and I don't know. I still think we have time for SL to. I think we have what it takes to have another round of like you know people coming back and enjoying the game. Still, they've done so many improvements over the past few years. I just feel like we still have something to offer. There's just I don't know how you reach people who have found GTA. I don't know how you pull people off of those games to come back in to Second Life. So
Yeah. Yeah, and Second Life definitely has changed a lot. I mean, back when I started, there really wasn't many private, regions. It was all mainland, and there was a few, Linden ran, regions off of mainland, but there really wasn't much. And the region, the grid has definitely gotten better to a point, I should say.
Well, it definitely doesn't have as much griefing going on as it used to. I think a lot of people might have left because there was just trolls, and then there was that year that like everybody got hacked and the accounts were getting compromised, and that you haven't really heard about any of that kind of shit happening.
My account got hacked twice.
Ugh.
And the sad part is, and I really hate people that do that. I actually started building myself. Josh was one of the people who helped me with that. He was like, this is how you do it, and he was teaching me how to link stuff together. So what I did was I actually took, I went online and looked for designs, like an actual architectural design of a house. And I would res it out on attach it to a prim, kind of lay it flat, and then start building the walls from that. And, I was like, oh, wow, this is really cool. I didn't know we could do this. And so I grew to like it that way. But the sad thing is that, the year that everybody was getting, their stuff hacked, they deleted my entire account and made it, there was nothing left on there. And
yeah, she lost everything.
I was like, do people not realize how much money some people spend? I can tell you that I spent millions of lindens in Second Life the first few years that I was, actually active. And then I left because I was like, I just lost everything. I really don't want to be here. And I left for a year and a half, I think. I left for a year and a half. And, then somebody, a friend of mine, was like, well, I'm playing this really awesome game. I was like, yeah, what game is it? And they said Second Life. And I was like,
shit.
Oh, that game.
You're like, oh, hell no. I don't want to go back there.
I was like, oh, crap. And, I came back against my better judgment. But so much had changed, and I was like, okay, well, let me give this a try. Now, luckily, some things I was able to get back because of Casper Tech.
Oh, yeah, the redelivery terminals?
Oh,
that reminds me, I gotta set up my server again.
God for Casper Ven, where I was actually able to get a good portion of my stuff back. But the stuff that I originally did, that's gone. And,
yeah, that was a really nice house that you worked on.
The house that I started was a
ranch. It was a ranch home.
Ranch style 3-bedroom house. It had 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, had a large kitchen, and I just started building it up, and I actually got it built, and I was texturing it.
I was gonna say, yeah, it was just we were at the texturing stage when
we were at texturing and throwing scripts in, and then
boom,
it got taken away, and I was just like, people like that should just
flubber off.
They should just go get bent, really.
Okay. Not to cut you off, or not to cut you off, but there's someone in the chat and they say, is there a difference between things that build directly in Second Life and those from outside sources, mesh and prim, full prim? Yeah.
Yes.
There's definitely a difference. There's
a big difference.
It's totally dumbed down, for one thing, for Second Life. Like, it's not none of that stuff that you would find on like I don't know, what is it, like Renderosity? Not specifically that one, but that's the only one that's coming to mind. None of that stuff will work for Second Life. It's too high poly. So yeah. So that kind of like outside resources, that is not going to work. I wouldn't buy any of that shit to try to bring it into Second Life. It's just not going to work. It needs to
Unless
be.
you know how to pull it down.
Oh
Unless you
yeah,
know how to
yeah,
pull the LODs down, yeah.
yeah. If you know how to take it apart and make it like, yeah, like how he just said, lower poly
The
count
LODs.
than LODs,
Yeah.
yeah. Then yeah, I guess you could, because I've seen some people do it, but I wouldn't recommend it. I would just recommend, if you're going to learn how to create mesh, learn how to do it to Second Life standards. Cuz then, like, if you were to use any other game, like what's that one everybody uses, Unity, you would be able to, I think it
Oh
would be
yeah.
easier after you've created for Second Life. It would be super easy for you to go and create for a game like that.
Yeah. Yeah, and to that too, if you're looking to do, buildings on, I don't know what you're, looking to do, but if you're looking to do like building, there's a script out there on Marketplace. It's called Primtum Mesh, and that's what I use. You can basically build a building or build whatever. You can build whatever, really. It doesn't have to be a building. It could be, decor or whatnot. You throw this script in it, and you click. You set up the level of detail for it, and you click mesh, and it actually sends out a mesh. It makes the mesh file for you, and it sends you a link for the download for it, and then you upload that after cleaning it up in Maya or Blender or whatever program you use, and then you pull it back into Second Life, and then that's a mesh thing. Okay, you're interested in creating original mesh clothing, and you're not sure where to do that.
Wait, I'm interested in actually creating clothes from scratch, and I'm not sure where to do that. Well, you're gonna have to pick which program you're gonna try to tackle, learn how to use. I just joined Toxic. What happened to your voice? What do you mean? What happened to my voice?
Did it change?
I think he probably heard Panda and thought it was
he
you.
thinks you're me, cause you're dumb, Carl. No, I know him. It's fine. Me and Carl like troll each other a lot, so it's fine.
I noticed that last night.
Carl's an asshole. He came in here and said what I smell or something. So
You were ugly or something, I think.
Oh yeah, thanks, Carl.
And then Bubbles timed him out.
Oh yeah,
That
yeah,
was
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, we used to troll each other inside my group chat too. We're kind of annoying. We're an annoying pair. Zion, so you're gonna have to figure out what program that you want to try to learn. That's where I would start. Blender, Maya, 3ds Max. What else am I missing? ZBrush. We talked
Oh
about
my
all this
God.
last night. What did he say?
I thought you might be going to M
Have you
and
ever been to
working on that
Impreg?
male voice.
Have you ever been to Impreg before?
No.
Yo, you guys don't know what Impreg is? It's
What
where
is
men
that?
get pregnant.
Oh
Men.
my God.
Men get pregnant. Oh, we should take you. We should have a field trip one night. It's
Oh my
Yay,
glorious.
I want to see this just because this sounds funny.
But if we go, Carl has to go too.
Yeah, Carl's the VIP. I'm pretty sure, like, he's the
Yeah, since you
chairman
mentioned
or
it, Carl.
something.
Carl.
He's probably like the. He's
I will
probably
let you get back to your tutorial until next time. He's like, ah, shit, they're trying to rope me into it. I gotta run now.
Thank you, Mitch. Thank you for finishing that up to me, for me. Yes, so many softwares, and I mean that maybe people in this chat can tell you which one would be the best to start off with. I probably am not the person to tell you what the best one to start. I started off with one of the harder ones, but I don't know. Maybe they can tell you. And of course, like, if you're gonna teach it to yourself, there's tutorials all over YouTube. You can check Udemy. Udemy. Udemy better give me some free credits for all this promotion. But it really is a good like set of courses that you can get for pretty much any program. Udemy is really it really helped me. So I really do highly suggest that if you guys are trying to teach a program to yourself. It's like a class based atmosphere, an online class, and but it's pre-recorded tutorials that you just watch, and then at the end there's like an assignment, and then with your assignment, if you actually do what they did in the tutorial, you can load it up to a forum, you can talk to them on Discord, you can meet other students. Like, it's really kind of cool, it's not college, but it's kind of set up in the same format, maybe to kind of make it easier for people to be able to learn stuff. I do really, really like the program, the courses. I'm almost interested in just doing the Photoshop one, even though it's gonna start off so basic. I need to like fast forward all the way to the very end of it, but I'm just curious as to what they teach and if there would be anything in there that I don't already know. I see
I
it
just had a
advertised.
wild thought.
What?
Oh
I
Lord.
I really am curious to see if to find a creator that actually, clothing creator that actually does prim to mesh clothing and rigs it and everything. I know that's a weird thought, but that person would be very skilled if they did that,
Wouldn't
in my
it?
opinion. Because to manipulate the prims to look good as, clothing, to look like, specific pieces of clothing, to me, that would be very interesting to see.
Hmm. I wonder. There's a girl that I know of in Second Life that she does a lot of. Well, she's a builder, landscaper. She'll do landscaping too. She's done a bunch of projects like if you guys go over to Custom 9 and TMD,
Oh, it's so hard to get in that
it's
place.
hard to get in, but she actually did like the buildings and everything over there. I wonder if that's how she did it. I know her to like work really well with prims, but I know she modifies a lot of stuff, and I wonder if that's what she actually does. If she has that, now, because now that I think about it, I'm just like, oh, it would actually be very helpful. And they're just like pretty like kind of, they look like they're made out of prims, but the textures on them don't look like prims. It looks like it was all lined up properly, like with mesh or something like that. I wonder if
Hmm.
she used that. I don't know. I'll have to go over there and click on things and see if it's a prim or see if it's mesh. Then that'll tell me right there whether what how she's doing it. But it would be beneficial if she didn't know that existed. It would probably
Yeah.
be beneficial to her. I bet she does use it. Okay, so finally I've gotten to a point where I have all of the logos in the final form that only took me forever. So now I'm going to look to start creating, but I don't know something. Hang on, let me see if she's online. I'm going to make a wild guess. Shit, she's not online. So I'm going to guess and make it just easy for me to switch it out if she wants to use one of the other ones. I'm not 100% sure which. She wanted 3 logos, but I'm not exactly sure what her main one would be. I'm assuming it's the one she wanted me to make mesh, which is number 1. So I'm just going to create the rest of her project with this logo, and hope that I'm using the right one. Because I don't want to waste any more time on this. I want to get her finished tonight so she can have proofs in the morning, and then it's on to the next one after she
Yay!
makes her decisions. Alright, let me pull her order up so I can read what she wants.
Hey Josh, you want to answer that question?
What
What Gemma's
hard?
saying about exporting without
You
using a
just
special
make
program?
something with prims and export to Blender without a special. Yeah.
I mean, for buildings, like I said, I use prim to mesh. I'm not. I'm not just starting out building. I've been building for since 2013. I don't have really much on my store, but I build for myself and my friends and whatnot. And there's a lot of different ways, different secrets to find, and not so much secrets, but different ways to get. I'm trying. I'm trying.
Hey, Junior.
Anyway, it is harder, Zion. It is definitely harder to do prim to mesh because of lining the textures up. If you're making a building in Maya or Blender, what have you, you can actually get all the faces aligned properly. But in prim to mesh, it's a longer process to get the. Yes, Mitch, I did lose the train. The train went off the cliff and blew up into a big ball of fire.
Spit it out. You got 25 people waiting for you to get it out.
I got it out. I just got it out. That just, oh my god, that just sounded wrong in my head. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Now all you're gonna hear for the rest of the night is "Spit it out, Junior."
Oh my god. I can't right now. I can't take you guys seriously right now. Jesus Christ.
It's okay. It gets easier. The more you do this stuff, the more you're just like, then you'll find yourself talking for 5 hours and it's you talking by yourself with people. I bet I was thinking everybody always wants me to leave the live streams up, I guess so they can watch it later. But you can't see the chat. So
Nope.
it's literally me just sitting there talking the whole time. People got to be so fucking lost as to what's going on because I'm answering the chat, and you can't see the fucking. Why doesn't it replay the chat?
I don't know. Maybe
well, come on, I need help here.
Because YouTube sucks.
You guys are supposed to answer these burning questions for me. Oh, okay. So if I use, the problem is with Twitch. Let me tell you what my problem is with Twitch. Switch over to Second Life. That breaks TOS for Twitch the moment I do that.
Yeah. Twitch doesn't like Second Life.
Yeah. Yep. So, and there's always somebody watching me that doesn't like me, and every single time I go up there, the moment I switch over, seems like I lost connection, but the moment I switch over to Second Life, somebody gets my page taken down. And I've had it taken down at least 4 times, and the last time they took it down for 30 days. So I can't go to Twitch. I have to stay here.
Stupid Twitch.
Yeah.
I wish people would just not get on or whatever.
I blame the furries. I don't know. It's probably not the furries. It's just people having sex in general.
That's rude. My SL brother's a furry.
I know lots of furries, but I always blame them for the reasons why Second Life isn't accepted somewhere. I'm like, it's because you fucking bronies and you furries. You're the reason why we can't go anywhere. Every furry hates me, by the way. They just, they don't think I'm very funny. Furries are very serious about their shit.
Yep.
It's okay, you still have a fan club. We love you.
Thanks. It's good to know that I can say things that are offensive and people still like me. Even though
I'm just gonna stand right here.
Well, I'm not easily offended. I mean, I really am not. So that's why I'm like, this is your channel. If people don't like it, don't come here.
basically.
You know, why should you have to change because somebody doesn't like what you're saying? Well, then, if you don't like it, then don't come here.
Beat
Flubber
your
off.
feet.
You know?
We're all like, yeah. Flubber off.
Yep, exactly.
Man, I have a lot of these gift cards here lately have been white based. I've done like
Those are really cute.
So if I get gift cards, they're gonna be lime green.
yes, just for you, they're gonna be lime green.
No, please don't, because I don't care.
Nah. I love the blue.
Yeah.
God. That was a good blue. That was really,
That was
really
a
good.
damn good blue.
Yeah, it was. Both of the blues.
Barcode. I really like the way how they came out. I mean, I actually took some extra tutorials because there's a couple of things that happen with those renders that I'm not really happy about, and I'm not exactly sure how to fix it yet, but nobody has ever complained about it. This is just me as a designer seeing something that I want to figure out how to fix it or to make it better. So I did take some extra tutorials on how to do those, and that's when I had never actually made them and changed the color and then render them with that color. I usually render them gray, and then I paint them just by hand. I go in and do all my manipulating magic and just paint them by hand. But I was like, ooh, they're kind of nice if you just bake them with a color on it. The middle one was baked with a color on it, and I really like the way that came out. So
yeah,
I'll try it again.
Well, I like that one too. That was the one that I that was the one that I liked.
No.
But this one got all philosophical.
But no, this one has meaning. It's fine.
Well, I still stand by that when you do a logo, it has to have some type of meaning.
Yeah,
of course.
It should.
I will stick to that forever and ever. Because if you just have a logo, and so let's say somebody just randomly asks you about it, and you can't give them the answer, they're going to be like, so you just don't care? Or
you put a bird on here because...
Bird?
Because you like... you think birds look good? Like, there needs to be a meaning to have the birds on there.
Yes.
Gemma, we're talking about the logo that Tox created for Josh and I's business.
Yes.
She created some amazing logos, and he liked a particular one, and I liked a particular one. And, then he questioned me on why I liked it, and I was like, well, here's what I think. And so I gave the logo actual meaning instead of saying, oh, I just like it just to like it. Well, no, I liked it because X, Y, and Z. If she shows...
tell them the meaning.
Okay.
Wait, let me pull it up.
Oh wait, yeah, let her pull it up.
Okay, introducing Pandy with the meaning, the sentimental meaning of this logo. Oh shit. There,
and that's only the sample of the logo. That wasn't the final.
Oh shit, this is not even the final. Hold up a second.
No, yeah, I was gonna say that's the sample.
Alright. Now, this introducing Pandy with the actual meaning of this.
What is the meaning of life?
Yeah. What is the meaning of life, Tox?
Go. They're waiting.
Okay.
They're getting mad.
So the reason why I chose this one is when you look at the logo, the lines on the left side of the house are us putting together the house. So it's us sketching, getting ready to build this awesome house for you. The other portion of the house that's finished with SH is us presenting this product to you. It's the finished product, and the singular house shows that we are taking our time to build this for you. The other logo that I liked was kind of cluttered for me. It had like multiple houses, and I didn't like that. So I like the singular house because it shows that we're dedicated on taking our time with the customer.
Hey, at least I got my blue.
Ta-da.
That's all I care about.
So that is the meaning behind the logo. And he liked the middle one, and I was just like, I don't like. I mean, it was okay, but I didn't like it because
it was too busy.
It threw me off, and I didn't like that. So he liked the blue, and I liked the silver. So we kind of came to agreement that we'll stick with that logo, but we changed the house color to blue.
Yep.
So that is the end logo that we got, and we're both really happy with it. We're excited that we weren't crabby people and Tox didn't be like, you're making me change the house color? God.
You're making me change this and this and this. Oh, you want 8 more? You want 8 samples? You guys are so mean.
Fine, I'm charging you for every extra sample.
Hey, I know of a graphic designer in Second Life that charges 10,000 lindens per edit.
Oh,
bet that makes people not have no motherfucking revisions. How can you say that? 10K per edit. That means you're forced to love whatever he makes, because, unless you're just like, 10K ain't shit. Which, I mean, even when I made more money than I make right now, 10K was a lot. Like, there's no way I'd be paying somebody 10K per edit.
That's who that is. The person in chat. I was trying to figure out who that was.
My mom.
Her mother.
Mom.
Her mom's in the chat.
My Maja.
SL Maja.
Oh, your SL mom. Okay, I follow.
Yeah. No, my real life mom wouldn't be on here, and if she was, I'd be like,
get away.
I'm gonna get off now.
So, first of all, I'd be like, what the fuck you doing awake? Didn't you take your medicine? Mom.
Oh, bless. Obviously, the dosage wasn't high enough. We're gonna fix that right now.
You're right, exactly.
Here, let me bring you a glass of water.
Let me just knock you out with this mallet.
Aww.
That's brutal.
You went too far. That was too far.
Wow. Wow.
We need to put you in timeout. Is there a timeout in Discord? Can I?
I should just cut myself in pieces.
No.
Oh, that's still too far. God dang.
God, you just need to be quiet. Just stop talking.
Mute yourself.
Just be quiet. You're not getting ahead in this conversation.
Oh, then you know what? I'm kind of glad you're not my real mom then, because I don't want to be grounded.
Oh my goodness. Could you imagine trying to ground Pandy in the first place? That shit wouldn't work. She would break out of any enclosure that you put her in.
Yup.
There's no way.
I actually, when I was growing up...
Don't tell me that someone caged you.
No, my mom would ground me, and we had a 2-story house. So my mom would ground me. She would actually lock my door, and I would actually...
Climb out the window? But
the problem is my window had a straight drop. There was no ledge or anything. So I'm so glad I had a really, really, really heavy dresser. It was an oak dresser, and I put everything on it to make it heavy, but I would tie a sheet.
I was going to say, did you Rapunzel your way down?
I Rapunzeled my way down several times, and my mom thought that, she was
winning.
So she was tricky.
And then finally, my senior year in high school, I had to tell my mom that I've been sneaking out the house. So then she barred my window.
Oh!
You're so bad. Like,
she put bars on my window.
You were locked up.
You're that house that has bars on the window. We thought that they put bars on the window to keep people out. No.
It's only one room,
it's to keep people in.
It's to keep people in.
Wait, there was only bars on her window.
Yes, there was only. Like,
so it was that that house.
You're that
Like-
house.
Like, I lived on the corner, okay? We had a really big yard. We had, like, we lived on maybe 2.5 acres. And, you know, when you drove by, you could, and I still see the bars there to this day when I drive up to Tallahassee to visit my family, but there's still bars on my bedroom window. And
Does it give you?
I laugh every time I see it because it's like, you know, I point out the house to people and people are like, oh, cool, why is there bars in that one window? Okay, see what happened was, I was horrible as a kid.
I was a really bad child. Why am I not surprised though? I'm really not surprised. I've only talked to you, what, this is maybe like the third time, and I'm not
Third
surprised
time, yeah.
that... Yeah, I'm sure you were a fucking alien for your mother.
It's alright. I picked it up the first day we met.
Yeah.
I
Like
really
the first
was,
2 minutes.
you know, I'm not going to get into, you know, my background or anything, but I came from a broken background. And so a lot of it I learned, and when my mom adopted me, it was strange going from, you know, a place where nobody cared about you to somebody who actually gave a damn.
Mm-hmm.
And I had that rebellious streak
Mm-hmm.
in me, and it took me several years to finally be like, you know what, she's not going to leave you, so just, it's okay to, you know, do things the way she
Rapunzel your way down.
Yeah, Rapunzel your way down out of your room.
Look, there were house parties going on, and I wanted to look what it boils down to.
It boils down to what's important. What was important at the time.
See, I never had to worry about that because I never went out.
Oh, here we go.
I was one of those kids.
You're one of those kids.
I didn't do anything.
And you know, I'm actually quite surprised. As much trouble as I got into, I graduated valedictorian of my high school.
Oh, nice.
I mean, you know, I was such a troublemaker, and I can remember my mom yelling at me because I didn't finish my homework. But little did she know I would pretend to go to sleep and then wake up during the middle of the night and finish it and then go back to bed.
You know what? I'm sitting here thinking about my own child, and she could Rapunzel her way out her window too.
Oh God! Now you got her thinking, Panda. Now you got her thinking.
You might want to put them bars up.
We'll be the only apartment with bars on the window.
Mom, why'd you put bars on the window? Well, see, I had this really interesting conversation with Pandy last night, and it just made me think that I should do that.
I don't know what I would do if you ever left and got hurt in the middle of the night at a house party.
It would be really bad if she fell off of that, though. That would be what she's going to fall into down there. That would be really, really bad. I'm sure yours probably would have been equally bad if you actually fell off your...
I would have fell into a pond that was made. We had fish and stuff in there, and the pond had a lot of rocks. And there was a tree that we had just planted. It was a Japanese magnolia tree that my stepfather had gotten me. So I would have landed on something pretty hard.
That would have been a trip to the emergency room.
Mm-hmm.
That would have.
Easily.
I mean, what's a few broken bones, busted up ribs, and part of a tree hanging out of my side?
Or your ass, one of the two.
Or your ass. Oh my God.
One of the
Dang.
two.
But yes, I really was a hellion, and you know, I kind of see that and a little bit of that in my son, and I'm just like,
a little bit.
Well,
a little bit.
Damn, you're just gonna throw the kid into the bus? Like, why?
Well, he is autistic, and
How
so
old is he?
he's 8.
Oh.
He's actually about to turn 9 on the 23rd, and it's sad for me because right now, he doesn't have any friends, and it's really hard for him to make friends.
Poor baby.
And we're fixing to have this birthday party, and I asked him. I said, "Son, do you have anybody you want to invite?" And
Oh.
he's like, "No, not really." And
You're hurting me.
then I asked him, I was like, "Hey, do you have any friends at school?" And he looked at me, and I'll never forget this look. It's still implanted in my brain. But he looked at me and he said, "Mommy, I don't have any." And ugh. So I'm jumping through hoop.
Josh,
Um,
you can't say anything about this kid, even
I'm
if
not.
he's
No. He's a good kid. He definitely is a good kid. He just is
it's
exactly like his
subtle.
mother.
There are times where you can tell when he's being a little shit because he's doing it on purpose. And then there's other times where he looks at you and he's so confused, and you can tell that he doesn't understand what you're saying. So then you have to like really, really, really dumb it down for him to understand.
Poor baby.
Yeah, but I see so much of myself in him, and like every time he goes and gets his hair cut, all the ladies love him. They're like, "Oh my god, look at those lashes! He has long eyelashes
All
for an
boys
8-year-old
do.
boy."
I was gonna say that's one thing that I was told when I got contacts was, man, you got long eyelashes. You're good. You'll be able to get your contacts out easily.
My son
And I'm
has
so
long
jealous
lashes
because
too.
my eyelashes aren't that long, and his naturally curl, and I have to like crimp mine, and I'm just like, "Son, we're gonna change eyelashes just for a day. I
Yeah.
need to see what it looks like to have naturally curling eyelashes."
Yeah, my son's got them too, and I'm just like, this is not fair. This is what every woman wants, is what's strapped to his eyeballs. I don't see why. I don't know why boys get that and girls have to have a struggle. We
It's
have
a
to put
pain
it.
because I have to clean my glasses so much because of blinking. The smearing of my whenever I blink, I'm like, oh, I can't see.
Oh, we feel so sorry for you.
No, you don't. Don't lie. we all know you don't.
No,
Poor
I
you
don't.
and your long eyelashes. All right, I'm not gonna be able to figure out another way to do this. I tried to do other sticker versions of the of for the 250 linden for the prices. I'm always trying to like do something different because I don't ever want these. It's bad enough that they're already the same style of gift card. I don't want them to look alike. I still want them to still have like their own unique spin. But sometimes there's just no cool way to put the price. And if you look at a real life gift card, it's usually very plain in the corner.
Yeah.
It's not fancy. It usually doesn't even have a style on it. It's just text sitting there. So I was trying to do something different there, but I'm not happy with anything I did. So just explaining what I'm doing for anybody that is still watching.
Oh yeah, there's people watching.
Well, that's
Zion said that Panda, you sound like their best friend.
Yes.
Dima said, side note, I am a teacher's assistant helping the special needs kids at our school, and I totally feel for him. That was towards Christopher.
Aww.
Dima is also still fighting with a logo, and this is why people get paid to do this.
Yeah. Yeah.
And your madre said that she still loves you.
Well,
You're a hellion, but she still loves you.
This is why she calls me her firecracker, because sometimes I say the first thing that comes to my mind, and I have.
I thought it was because of the red hair.
I thought I was about to say, don't you have red hair on? Maybe
Well,
that's why she has red hair, because she knows.
That is. Well, she has red hair and she has red eyes. So she's like got fire burning in her soul or something. I don't know.
I do. I'm a substitute ginger. No offense to anybody who's a ginger.
Y'all are so funny. Alright, let's try to find.
See, I'm a handful.
What the fuck? What the hell did you turn into? Oh my god, look how cute you are.
Wait, did you turn into the
And
dog?
you're green.
I've turned into the hollow pup.
And you're green. That's a really cool
Yes.
looking avatar.
This was from a gacha.
It's
Well,
so
the
cute.
outfit wasn't. The outfit my SL brother made, but the avatar was.
How freaking cute is that? Do they have a pink one?
Yes.
Yes. Hold on.
Oh, Are you gonna bring it out?
I don't have it. I didn't unpack it because I didn't want the pink, but.
You gotta show her the pink then. She wants the pink.
That thing is really freaking cool. I'm not even lying. I've never seen one of those before. Look at the little boots. I can't even cam on them. So my camera's going all crazy. You have little boots on. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Little skeleton. Is that a spray paint can on your tail?
No, it's a flashback. It's a smoke grenade.
Oh.
God, get it right.
Oh no, I didn't want to click my tail. Come on.
Sorry,
Click it.
Ashley, if you're watching.
There it
I'm
is.
showing these for just a moment.
Oh my
Sorry.
gosh.
Sorry, it'll just be a moment. I don't think she's watching. I haven't seen anybody say her name. Don't tell her. Don't tell her that you've seen it, because she'll be like, no. I need to have a policy, and really, no, I'm just joking. I don't need to have a policy. But I do need to have a policy that I will only wait a week, and then I'm releasing your files. It's just really impossible. Like, I have all this stuff rezzed all over my platform, and people come here to my platform, so really, everybody's going to see your stuff, even if you're telling me, oh, you can't release it because my store's not open or whatever. But I'm just like, it's really hard for me to hide your stuff because people come up here all the time and look at everybody else's work and like see, I guess, who I'm working for or what I'm working on. And then of course when I'm live, I cam all over this place. It's so hard to make it to where nobody's ever gonna see the project. So in this case, sorry, I'm showing, but I need a live copy of the gift cards to change. So yeah, I should just put it up and be like, if you're not going to let me release the files, you have a week. You have a week to get your shit together, and then I have to... It's just impossible is all I'm trying to say. It's hard. I try to respect it, but it's hard.
Is it hard out here for a pimp?
It's hard out here for a pimp.
What color do you want, Panda?
Red?
Well, do you want spotty red or do you want foxy red? I don't know what they look like. I don't know what the difference is.
Let me see you work it out. I want foxy.
There you go.
I want big foxy.
And just because, even though she's not paying attention, I'm gonna give her a pink one.
Lols.
I totally did.
Did you?
I totally gave you a pink one. It's a voucher. You have to wear it. It's like a HUD, and you just click on it. It's one of those Casper voucher thingies.
How cool.
And then you get the folder.
Oh, yay. Do not open this voucher.
How many people you think go ahead and like try to open that damn thing? Because they're not paying attention.
Probably like everybody.
Yay, I got it. Oh, wow.
That's kind of cool.
That is really cute.
Wait, am I wearing a box? Probably
No, it's a heart, but yes.
Oh, do I have to resin open?
Sadly.
Okay. I wasn't looking.
Oh, crap. I'll do it later. If I got red.
I can make it to where you can res.
Yay. I just want to see the redness.
I have upside down cross eyes currently. Because it was a mod I bought.
Okay, you're good to go. Replace current outfit. Woo.
Oh, look how cute she is.
Oh
my
my
god. I'm never going back to the other way again.
You can even make your face pink. That the skeleton mask, if you the HUD behind your inventory, that has a bunch of different pieces. You can change your eyes and everything.
This thing is so cool. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's so cool.
Let me.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
Yeah.
What? Who makes these? Whose is this?
I forget, but it was a
MOOI.
gotcha. Zexon Alecto, Crank House, and
Murder of Raven's owner.
Yeah.
See, there's so many creators on this grid that I've never even heard of before that have awesome shit. This place is still a very big place, even though.
Did you see that you got like the UV maps?
Oh, cause you can mod it yourself.
I think so. Yeah.
Shit.
Well, there's in the folder. There's shading smooth, extra UV.
I can make skins for it. I wonder if there's like a. Yeah, y'all are gonna come back next time and be like, "Yo, you completely changed yours."
I want that, Josh.
I'll have to see if it's still on his marketplace.
Well, so the guy that made the avatar made little outfit things for it too.
No, my SL brother made the outfits.
For it specifically
Yes.
for.
Yes.
You got a little firefighter now. It's so cute.
How freaking cute is it? It really is. Like.
That would be cool. Is if you got like something to where like when you walked or whatever, its jets are going. It had like little paw prints that were like toxic and stuff. See, then it'd be a play on your name.
Let's see. Let me find. I gotta find the other folder.
Man, you're sidetracking me. You're sidetracking me.
Sorry.
Wait, I want to see what they look like when they walk. Oh my god, look at me go. Oh man, never. This is gonna be my new go-to of when I'm like naked and messed up because I've been doing shapes all night and then somebody calls me over to go do something real quick. I'm just gonna put this on to replace Avatar and I'll be like, yeah, I'm here. Just roll up like all like, normal. Yeah, I'm a skeleton dog today. I like the little the I guess was it a skin that you had on it that had the little skeleton bones? That was really
That
cute.
was actually the rare.
Oh, that's the rare.
Yeah. Oh my god, trying to get that.
Oh, I'm sure.
I spent so many lens.
I'm sure. Where were these at?
It
Were they
was
at his main store or what?
It was at it was a gacha event. I don't remember what. It was a Halloween gacha. I think it was the Gacha Guild. I think. I don't fully remember because it was October.
Yet another event I've never heard of.
It barks.
It barks?
Yeah, on the HUD.
And you can flop.
Oh. We're totally getting sidetracked, but it's cute.
Yeah, we probably lost all of our viewers at this point. They're like, we're done. they're
Josh, we
consumed.
could use a security dog at the estates. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. And no, we actually are still at 19 viewers.
Well, you people are just fucking bored. That's what's going on. All right, let me go back over here. I'll play with this in a little bit.
I was gonna say you go back to work. Panda, click on my click on my pup aid.
His pup
Your what?
aid.
The
Oh.
medical kit.
Is that a... Does it give you a bandage?
A nose bandage.
Oh, let me see.
We are easily amused. Look at us.
Yes, so true.
Oh, look, it's so cute. I got a nose bandage.
Yeah, and then me and him, and we made. I was in at least 15 of them, but we.
He just
Yes, but he made a little radio, a little like a scanner type radio, like a police radio, and we did different calls. We did different dispatch calls, and we actually voiced them over and whatnot. And he was selling them too. There's like 60 different calls.
Interesting.
Yes.
That's as close to red as I got. Yeah, I got a band-aid on my nose. Oh.
What'd you just click on me now?
Your defib.
Oh.
I'm gonna shock myself.
Wait, have a defib? Where's my defib? I don't even see the defib.
I think it was.
It's the first aid kits on the side?
Yes.
Oh, they're first aid kits.
I think it's first aid kit that when you open it, there's a defib on the inside.
Yeah.
That's so cute, though.
Squirrel ... Oma MFG, Facebook has stories now. Oh? Stories? Like bedtime stories? Or like other stories? I don't know.
Okay, Dima, just if you want to, you can send me a note card with like pictures or your ideas or whatever you want to do. And I'll take a look at it and see what I can come up with idea-wise. And if you want to place an order, the only thing is you're just going to have to wait. I can't take any more orders at this present time. But if you do want me to do something for it, definitely we'll try to work you into the schedule for March.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Zion, they've had that for at least a month or two now. Those stories. Those like Snapchat type stories.
Why is this not working?
Yay!
It's so fuzzy. I don't like
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Fuzzy this is. Very weird. Is it because I have shadows on or something? What's going on? Yeah. Stupid shadows. Making that look terrible.
Gotta love them shadows.
Them shadows make everything blurry.
Yup.
I'm like, I know this doesn't look like crap.
Oh my god, she's barking.
I wonder. Okay, so I'm watching the stream and I'm refreshing it because I looked over at like the screen and it's so far behind. People aren't lagging that much, are they? Right? Like we're currently it's like a delay of like what? 10 seconds or
I think if I remember correctly from when I was doing YouTube and the people that were streaming, it's like 15 up to 15 to 30 seconds it could be behind. Most of the time it's 15, but If
like,
you have a really bad connection, it's like 30.
that was really far behind when I looked over. Okay, Demon, night night. Thanks for
Good night,
stopping by.
Night, Demon.
Demon. $500.
I may bug you.
That's 100.
Just to get another set of eyes on it. My friends are tired of listening to me talk. Yep. Sounds about right about my friends when I talk about building.
Dima! Go to sleep.
Gift cards. Gift cards. Gift cards. Yeah, it's usually some plain ugly shit. No flair.
Yup.
It looks so plain to me. Like, I kind of want to do something different.
Gift cards are so basic.
They are, but
They need the toxic touch. I don't know why I would start to say it with an S for the touch. I don't. Yeah, gift cards need a toxic touch.
yeah, it just something pop out at me. Something look a little bit different. Or not. I always look at this kind of stuff when I'm standing in the line at Walmart too. Oh, I could make a kind that's that shape too. I forgot about, excuse me, this style.
Oh.
I want to take a couple days and like make a bunch of different like gift card styles and mesh. I just need to like have a couple days off so I can focus on that.
When is the question?
It's gonna be like next year, and they'll be like, "Damn, you just now finished that." And I offer it to people. I'm like, you can go with my mesh gift cards, or if you want me to create a brand new one for your store, I can do that. I mean, I'm gonna charge a little bit more to do that, but everybody's like, no, just take the ones you've already done, and I'm like, damn it, I'm never gonna do this. Like, I'm never gonna get it done. Ideally, I would like to have 5 different choices that I could just send and be like, these are the ones that I have pre-made. I can customize them with your store logo and theme, and then everybody's store can start looking a little bit more unique.
You can do like a gift tag.
Huh?
A gift tag.
You mean
There are some
That's what
stores that actually, I know Walmart does it. Like their gift card looks like a little gift
That's
tag.
what she was just looking at with the Dunkin' Donuts.
Yeah. There was one that was like that. Yeah, I've got a bunch of them bookmarked on Pinterest.
There's some of them. I've also seen some where it's got the background is clear, so the card is like completely see through except for the magnetic strip. And then it's got a design on there, so that's probably another way.
Oh, you know what? That would look cool. Our logo would look cool on that.
You can do it.
That would be cool. I don't know. I just had a random idea.
You know what? I'm gonna try something here.
What if you did like maybe a present?
Like gift box?
I think I'm gonna bring this down.
Like a present gift box.
Interesting.
Yep. I don't know. How many people are there? 18.
Yep.
We're still going.
Oh, Ken has entered the room.
Oh no. Oh no.
He's gonna bogart the conversation.
He's gonna bogart the conversation. Everything's gonna go.
Ken.
Hey, is there any burritos left? Oh, I have one right here. There's plenty. What is time off? I know.
Hi, Lumberjack Ken.
Hey, Lumberjack.
I let Pandy and Josh on with me, so they're talking to me while we're live.
Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
Josh.
That guy.
That guy. That guy Josh is on here. They're helping me with the chat because I'm not really. We've figured out that that's kind of my. I don't pay attention to the chat enough. I'm sorry.
Nope. But it's cool. We got you. Don't worry.
We got this.
We can do this.
You can do it.
Let's just see what this looks like. It would be different. I don't think I've done one like that yet. Oh, here we are. Oh,
Hello,
yeah.
Ray. Welcome to the chat. Hello.
Welcome
Lida?
to the fun.
I think that's how you pronounce it. Lida?
Nope,
Yes,
she's
it's
Lydia because she didn't put an I in her name. You say it's
Oh.
Lydia.
Oh.
My bad.
And there's Tempe.
Tempe.
There's Tempe. What if you cut off into the card the shape of the logo? Yep, I could do that too. But
Kind of like an indent. That would be.
Yeah, I could do that too. I've actually made some before also. They're downstairs. I'm still laying. One sec. I'm lagging so bad. Go, little puppy, go! Man, she's walking slow AF. Go! Hang on.
You gotta control R to run. Probably will get you to move faster. I don't know why you're walking so slow. What the heck?
There
It's
she goes.
super walking super slow. Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just pop the chat out and then I'm gonna close all of this. There we go. Because I keep looking over there and it is lagging so bad on the screen. And I'm gonna sign
Yeah,
out of
see,
Skype.
that is cool with how you did that one.
Oh, this one right here. Yeah, I was waiting for it to load. So, I mean, this one actually has all the mesh pieces laying on top of it. This would be really kind of ridiculously stupidly priced because this was such a pain in the ass to do and to make it
Oh
like
my god! I didn't even realize that every single number would
every
pop
single
out.
piece popped out.
Oh man.
Yeah. This was a bitch to do. I was like, oh, I hope nobody ever orders this. Because it was really hard. Plus, you're making it really small, and then you're trying to make it low land impact, and it just was not working. The numbers itself, that style of number, just, no. It was such a pain. So, yes, they would have to be warned that it's not going to be one land impact. I think this is... Well, this is 4, and y'all saw how small it is on the desk, so with the logo and then with the letters on there. And I could do better texturing. This was just sample. I just threw colors on it. But it could actually all be textured up and all of that kind of stuff, so. Oh, and then I made this little thing, too, that... Yes, honey. Free. F-R-E-E. Freer? Freer is a word. F-R-E-E-R.
Why did you guess that?
A freer doesn't sound like a word.
Yeah, it's a word.
A friar?
No, freer.
Well, no, I know. I'm just like I was saying like a friar, like, you know, olden dates type. I don't know.
He's playing Wordscapes on the phone, so it's like crossword puzzle, but it's crossword puzzle, but you don't get any hints.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just you have to. It gives you a circle of letters that it could be, and you have to try to guess the words. We've learned a lot of words here in the past few weeks after playing this that we never even knew existed.
Yeah, I get
Shut up.
now.
Stop.
I'm smarter.
Stop it.
I know more words.
You don't have to be so fucking
Yes,
loud.
I fucking do.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
Yelling. Stop yelling.
Look, lumberjack, this is not Sparta. Go away.
Will you bring me a water from the refrigerator?
No. I'm too smart. Hey, give me a kiss. Kiss for water.
Get away from me.
I want a kiss.
Bye.
We just made out. Buddy.
Stop.
We just made out.
Go.
Oh my god, he's such a child.
I know. Thank you for saying that. So it's not just me thinking it.
Oh, he really is a kid.
He's 43 for fuck's sake, and he acts like that. Like,
He acts younger than me.
yeah, he does. Yeah, so I made that little box thing too. Like, I think what I'm going to end up doing, because nobody's really interested in this, I'm just going to throw this into everybody's package that gets customize it for them and just be like, oh, a gift from me to you, because I can't really, now that I look at it, I'm like, nobody's going to buy that shit. So I think I'll just do it as a
That's
little
cool.
gift or something.
That's good. That's kind of cool.
Cute. It's a cute little gift box.
Nobody
It's
said
okay.
anything about you.
Okay.
Did you get this out of the refrigerator?
No, there's some in the fridge.
Yes.
I didn't know there was some in the fridge.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, he's a kid. He's a kid. Didn't even look in the fridge first.
They said that you're a child. That you didn't even look inside the refrigerator. You went straight for the ones a kids would
Because
pick.
I have to be. Because I didn't have to be a child.
You're a child for other reasons
No.
too.
So
Yeah.
now I'm a man.
You're a
child.
man child.
He's a man
You
child.
are a man child.
He's a total man child.
Don't you?
I do
Sounds-
love you, but you are a man child.
He sounds like Lydia's
Look, Lydia says
10-year-old.
that you sound like her 10-year-old.
She still loves me though.
Yeah. Okay, get off me. Bye.
She's trying to work. Bye.
I'm trying to work. Bye. Then go.
Then go work. Like, oh my god.
Okay. Why? I am lagging so bad. Either this thing or it just walks very slow. What in the hell did you put on? What?
I got wings and an antler.
So who's making all the add-ons? You said your SL brother.
These were actual gotchas at the event,
Oh,
but
they're so cool.
yeah.
It's like, okay, so it's like I'm trying to figure out how they made that. It just looks like,
Yay.
Oh my god, she got it. Oh my god, she got the fire one.
I'm trying to figure out how they made that.
I think it's just they probably made the wings and then they just wireframed it before bringing it in, and they brought it in as wireframe. That's the only thing that I can think of.
I almost thought that was a texture, but it actually looks like it's wireframe. It's not. The texture is not. I don't know. It's really
'Cause
creative.
The texture, it's a blank texture, and the color just changes at several different colors that,
Yeah, but it's
few
not
colors.
like I thought it was just a texture, but like if you right click it, it is actually modeled that way. So
Oh,
that's
oh
what
yeah,
they did.
yeah.
Nifty.
Hello, Jerome. Welcome to the channel.
Welcome.
What's your
What's
favorite?
your favorite anime? I think he probably meant anime.
I don't watch anime, so I'm out of this conversation. Ken, what's your favorite anime
Right now or all time?
of all time?
Sekiro.
Whatever he just said.
What'd he say?
What'd you say?
Sekiro.
Sekiro?
I've
Sekiro.
never heard of it.
What's your favorite one right now?
No hero. It's like no hero something.
No Hero something?
Never heard of that one either. Mine of all time is Sword Art Online.
One Punch Man.
One Punch Man?
Never heard of that one either.
But
Oh, I've
Josh
heard
has
of
never
One Punch
any of
Man.
them.
Are you effing kidding me? You know
I-
damn.
kids are asleep. Shut up. Shut up. The kids are asleep.
It's quiet
My-
time.
You don't have to yell like that.
My
You
favorite
don't have to yell
all-time
like
one is Ghost in the Shell.
Stop. Stop.
That's
Is that considered an anime?
Ghost in the Shell is an anime.
Just they made a live action movie off of it.
Goes
Yeah.
so hard.
Okay, I gotcha.
They made a live-action movie with Scarlett
No,
Johansson,
because they're talking.
but
You're interrupting. You're
Ghost in the Shell is actually
interrupting.
kind of interesting because it doesn't
No.
follow the mainstream of
Anime?
anime.
Gotcha.
Or at least
Why
I
don't
didn't
you
think it did.
Go back to your desk and join this call instead of sitting here in my face trying to talk in my microphone.
I believe Ken's your husband.
Ken is my husband.
Yes.
She married me. Can you believe that?
No.
The ancient
Josh goes, no.
Magnus Bride is a really good one. It's a recent series that I just finished,
No, no.
and I really,
No.
really, really like it.
Pandy's talking about
Very
her.
creative.
Pandy's talking. Josh is not talking. Pandy's talking. She's talking
Panda.
about her
Panda,
favorite
panda.
anime stuff now to the people on the stream, not talking to you. You're not important to this current call. You have nothing to do with it.
Nope.
No.
Bye, Felicia.
No.
Bye, Felicia.
No.
The only unfortunate thing to those hollow pups is you gotta undeform yourself when you go big.
Oh, what? I have to what?
Undeform yourself sometimes. It depends on when you... It depends. I know I have to undeform myself because I'm so massive. Undeform gesture, where are
I
you?
did that. And I really, really liked it. It was extremely different for me because I wasn't expecting some of the things to happen the way they did. But another series that I like is the Fate Stay Night series. You really have to be open-minded for that one. It can be graphic.
Especially the most recent one, the Apocrypha.
The Apocrypha, yes, that
Oh
one
my
is
God.
pretty- You can't. There's some anime that you really have to be open-minded about because some of it can be graphic, and people tend to be a little squeamish about certain things. So, the storyline is really, really good, but the anime itself has certain parts where it's kind of questionable, and you're like,
What?
what the F is that?
Well, I'm gonna shock everybody. I don't watch anime. I never have. I don't like it. So, I'm out of this conversation.
I wanted to kind of see every genre movie, so I've seen everything from anime, indie, horror, sci-fi, and there are some that I lean more towards because it really sparks my curiosity more than anything.
Yeah, I never got into it. Ken watches it all the time, and we just call him a weeaboo and just leave him at that.
You call them a what?
A weeaboo. But I don't. We don't. My kids watch it. My son watches anime. My daughter knows a little bit about stuff, but I just never really got into it.
Okay.
I'm not fully into anime myself. I mean, I watch a couple, and I like a couple of them, but the only one that I ever really watched was the Fate Stay series.
They just came out with a Full Metal Alchemist movie, a live action. I'm not really impressed with it. I mean, I kind of am, but I'm kind of not.
Did it actually come out now? Was it?
Yeah, it's on
released?
Netflix.
I know, it was a Netflix original.
Yes. They made a movie.
That's fancy.
Fancy.
Fancy Poncy.
That's how my son says it. Every time somebody says fancy, I'll be like, what is it, Christopher? And he'll pop his head out and be like, it's fancy. So we don't say fancy the normal way. When somebody, even if it's like coworkers or friends or family, and they say the word fancy, I'll just be like, "What is it, Christopher? It's fancy."
How freaking cute. He sounds like he's super cute. He's at a cute age, too, if you can just deal with. I don't know, my son was super hyper at that age. You couldn't really get him to slow down very much, but.
Oh, I was super hyper at that age. I was super hyper and I was super belligerent because I have ADHD. So people were warned. If they really pissed me off, oh man, they would be
Oh
seeing a
look, Kenzie.
side they didn't
Hi,
want to
Ken.
see.
Oh, there you go. Ken's gonna start showing you guys anime. There you
Oh god,
I
there's
do
Ken.
anyway.
go.
I can.
Oh, No Hero Academia. Gotcha.
My personal favorite, like I said, is Sword Art Online. I see myself and somebody with somebody that I'm close to as the main characters, the relationship between the two main characters.
I don't understand this nerd talk. Actually, let me. I'm gonna AFK for like 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Okay, we'll keep your chat alive.
Thank you. I'll be right back.
What else did I see? A one that I kind of grew up with is Card Captor.
Card Captor?
Yeah.
Interesting. I shouldn't say that. I just started watching a new one that just popped up on Netflix. It's really weird.
Which one is it?
It starts with a K. It's that one where they're gambling. It's all around like gambling and debt and whatnot. Let's see. It's called Kakagurui or something. It's Kakegurui.
Yes, Lydia, Card Captor Sakura. They made a new one where they're now in middle school and the cards are clear. I was like, oh, wait, what? I freaked out a little bit. I was like, holy crap, this is very interesting.
Oh, let's turn my TV down.
Yeah, but I think my favorite one, and it's just the first one that I actually saw, was Ghost in the Shell. And like I said, that is really one of my favorite. I love Major and the Tachikomas. I don't care what anybody says, Major's hot.
Mm-hmm.
I was a little sad that they didn't make her hair the way it is in the anime. I like Inuyasha too, especially when Kagome yells at Inuyasha, "Sit boy!" and he gets jerked and yanked downwards. Those are always my favorite parts.
Okay, back.
Welcome back.
Thanks.
We're still having our nerd talk.
What?
We're still having our nerd talk. Apparently, there's quite a few people that have seen anime.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll listen when you guys talk about your nerd talk.
Ken says you tell him to sit all the time.
I tell him to what?
Sit.
Sit all the time.
Sit?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I don't know if he's meaning that as a literal sense, metaphorical.
Toxic tells me to sit all the time. What?
Careful! Don't question too much. You might come in the room again and explain it
Tread
to you
lightly.
locally. Yeah, tread lightly, please.
I think he
Um,
means shut up. Can I tell him to shut up all the time?
Probably that could be it. Like, sit down and chill yourself.
Non-anime person won't understand.
Uh, all of us aren't understanding.
no, he's talking about the part in Inuyasha, the anime, where Kagome, which is one of the lead characters, has befriended Inuyasha, which is he's a half demon, and he wears this necklace, and whatever Kagome tells him to do, he has to do it. He's compelled by the necklace. So when he pisses her off, she gets mad and she yells, "Sit, boy!" And the necklace literally yanks him down to the ground and makes him sit.
Oh.
So it's funny.
Well, see, I've
Okay.
never seen that anime, so I didn't understand it. But I've watched anime, so
Just
We follow.
we
follow.
gotcha. We
Yeah,
gotcha.
We're on the same page now.
yay! I'm smart.
Hey, don't you two start fighting? Like, seriously, Ken and Josh, don't y'all start going at it? Ken.
Oh no, I'm good. She is. Hey,
He's gonna
you
start
know
picking
what?
on you. That's
I
what he-
see that. I just read that. I was gonna say, yeah, she is smart, but then I saw, unlike Josh, I'm like, oh hell no.
Oh,
Oh
hell no.
hell no. No 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 no. No no. You better watch yourself.
Another one that has interesting me is the Gundam series. How it generally follows the same storyline, but it's different eras. You know, it's Ken's talking about fight me.
Oh
He
my
wants
god,
me to
please
fight
just
him.
leave him alone. Like, Ken,
I'm
seriously.
He said, "I need a rival."
No, you don't need a rival. Jesus Christ. Just trying
It's like
just trying to
it's like
he's
Pokemon.
trying to.
He's Ash and Ken is Gary.
He's trying to take the attention away from you. That's what it is.
yeah, he probably doesn't like that there's attention not focused on him. Shocking.
I have never heard of that anime, Zion. I'm kind of curious to see what it is. I mean, I love watching anime.
Yeah, you do. Oh my god. That's all I hear about.
There you go, Josh. Ken wants to be a rival with you for anime reasons.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Hey, all anime people have rival.
They do.
So you would be, so I would be Kirito and you would be Heathcliff. So I would ultimately win in the end. Boom.
No, well, I went with Pokemon, and I said you'd be Ash Ketchum and he would be Gary.
So I still win.
No,
Oh,
not
I don't know.
really.
I'm a winner. Okay, I don't
Oh,
lose.
fucking duh. What has happened to my channel? What has happened to my channel?
Well, hey, we still have a solid 17 people. So
Somebody finds this interesting.
your viewers are probably, cracking up to themselves.
Listening to us.
They're like, why am I still here?
They're laughing at us behind our backs, thinking these people are crazy. But I'm gonna keep watching them because I'm dying laughing here.
Pretty much. The lead character. Maybe.
You can be the stunt double of the lead character.
Ouch.
The gloves have come off.
Yes, they have.
Come on, Ken. If you're gonna have a rival, you need to stick with backs. Snapbacks. Otherwise, it it's just gonna die.
He's laughing, so he's got nothing. Bright it. I'm sure. I think you mean bring it. Another
Right.
check for me.
Excuse me, sir, if you've been drinking.
Bright it.
Sir, I think you've had a little bit too much to drink. I'm gonna need you to blow in this breathalyzer, please, and relinquish your keys.
And no, the straw does not have a flavor.
I wish that was. I wish that was actually. Ken does not drink. He's never drank the entire time we've been together.
Wow, that is awesome. That's some dedication right there.
Yeah, he's never been a drinker.
I can't say the same.
I was about to say I'm not. I can't.
I was gonna say, Panda, you can't say the same.
When I come home from work, especially the days that I have where people just, I want to reach to the phone and choke them and ask, why have your parents procreated to get you? Yeah. It's not a good.
I'm not. See, I'm not a drinker, but I, have the occasional drink on like special occasions. So I have another new question. Is 3ds Max the same idea as Marvelous Designer? I don't understand
3DS.
all the software's purpose because I'm too lazy to search. Oh, I'm lazy to search Google, not too lazy. I added that in there.
Okay, so no, Marvelous Designer is completely. It's easier, I think, than your traditional 3D program like Maya or. I think in the for me. What did they say about Marvelous Designer? Because people have been trying to get me to start that too. Something about if you know how to work with seams, actual sewing seams, that you would be able to do Marvelous Designer very easy. The only
Isn't. Oh, sorry. I'm talking to myself.
the, the only problem is I think it's fairly simple to model, but it's still a bitch to rig. Because you're still going to have to rig for all of the bodies. So it's not, I think the modeling aspect of it is not as bad as like 3ds Max or Maya or even Blender. I think it's a little bit easier in MD, but you're still going to run into the same problems that the other programs have as far as, well, I'm not going to say problems. Hurdles is probably the correct word. And I have to tell you, if you're too lazy right now to go look,
you might as well not look.
What you might as well not even start this conversation because it's not gonna be easy to teach yourself how to do this stuff.
Oh.
Uh-uh.
If you're lazy now, just looking it up, you might want to rethink your life. Like this might not be your calling for Second Life.
I mean, myself, I've dabbled in Maya with school because when I first started going to college, that's what I was doing, graphic design, character modeling, 3D modeling for video games. But trying to work in Blender, I'm like, this is totally different than Maya.
Yeah.
Please let me rip my hair out now and let me just.
You didn't think it was easier after working in Maya for a little bit? You didn't think it was easy to pick Blender up?
Well, see, I have been out of practice from Maya for like 4 years now.
Mm-hmm.
So trying to relearn everything, relearn it in a new program, it's, yeah.
Yeah, it is hard. I just felt like it was a easier transition for me to go from using Maya and then using Blender. It just didn't seem like, I feel like, I guess, of course, if it was like I was ultra noob, then maybe it wouldn't have been the case, but.
Yeah.
Just having a little bit of experience in the other program, I think, really helped pick up Blender faster. But I didn't stay with it, so I'm already out of it. I haven't messed with Blender in shit. I don't not even. I think the last time I did it was like November. So
Wow.
I'm well out of the loop on that one.
Yeah, luckily I don't use it for much. I just use it to delete my doubles. My duplicates. Are you really barking at the cats? Really? Really, Panda?
I wanted to entertain myself while I was up here.
And the sad thing is, the one started moving as she barked.
Those cats will push you over the side of the platform if you stand close enough to it.
I was gonna say, I just watched the one like jump like a wild cat, like crazy. I was like jumped like 5 meters away, twice in a row.
Why is this coming out so dark?
Whoa, that is dark.
Very, very dark. So I'm probably gonna end the stream again at midnight so I can go play video games for till 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'll come back and get back to my works again. So we got about an hour. You guys are gonna continue watching. That's about. That'd be my cutoff time for the night.
Oh God, they got another hour with us.
Yeah, if you're gonna chill, you got another hour with us.
With the crazies.
Then we'll bugger off and go find something else to do.
This is
bugger off.
Oh shit! I'm not think as you drunk I am. Oh my God, I missed a lot of this conversation. I love being drunk without drinking. So like, I have another. Okay, I'm not as think as you drunk I am. Ossifer. That was Ken. Whoa, shit ass. That was Zion. The mighty Ginkgo does YouTubes on Marvelous Designer. Lydia, and this is why I don't design and just give my money to designers that are awesome.
Yeah.
And then Zion, I just feel unsatisfied. I guess I could say there's only a select few designers to buy different styles from. Well, don't be lazy and make your own styles, and then you could buy your own. You wouldn't buy your own styles, but then you could make money for your styles.
Select few of
and
designers.
There's a lot of designers.
There's a lot of designers. It's not a select few. There's a lot of designers.
I mean, probably in your opinion on different styles, there's probably a select few that you like, but there are a ton of designers on the grid. Yeah. That's what I gotta say to that.
But if you're a guy, I can understand. If you're trying to make guy stuff.
I hate shopping.
You and every other man in game hate shopping.
That's why I just wear my suit.
You just want to bitch every time somebody doesn't make something for y'all, and it's like, you don't shop. Because with Alter Ego, I opened a men's section, and I made all this stuff for them, and nobody ever came and bought it. But when I took it down, they complained. I'm like, you can't have both. Like, it's taking up prims. If it doesn't make money, it needs to be deleted because you're taking up
I never knew
space.
you had a men's section.
It was a long time ago.
I figured.
Way back in the day.
Way back in the heyday.
It was a long time ago. But, I mean, it was not something that was profitable, so I got rid of it.
Yeah.
And the moment I got rid of it, all the dudes complained, why am I even in this group? And it's like, you guys never came in here and bought anything, so it's obvious that what I made is not what you like.
Well, Didn't if you would have came and bought stuff, you wouldn't have had this issue.
Yeah, well, they don't. They want to bitch about it, but they don't ever want to shop. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, you have to admit, it's gotten better over the years. Like as
Oh
far as
yeah.
it's gotten
Yeah.
better. Y'all do have really good designers. It's just
The
obviously this
few
is places for
designers.
women.
Yeah, the few designers that are out there for men are really good. But there's not many of them.
Yeah.
You really gotta find them, and the ones have I've noticed select styles per each designer, and they make up the selection fine, but it's definitely a small selection. That's why I just shop on my female account.
Like all the rest of the men do.
Probably, yep, 100%.
Let's see what this looks like. I don't know.
Yeah. I just threw my name out there in case anybody wanted. You don't have to.
She'll just randomly show up on your platform.
Hold up now. I was invited.
I was gonna say I was the one who randomly popped
oh
up.
yeah, if you try to add Josh, he'll just randomly pop up on your platform and be like,
All I did was show up to your work, and then
"How
you
you
were
doing?"
here. And you were like, "Hey, come up here. Why are you standing down there? Why don't you just come up?" So I didn't randomly come up there. You invited me.
She'll stalk you. Oh, he'll stalk you. There you go.
I'm not climbing in the window, and I'm not snatching people up. That was in my head randomly.
Hide your kid, hide your wife.
Yeah, exactly. That song's been in my head like all day. I'm like, please get out of my head.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
And hide your husband, cause they're ripping everybody out there.
The song that was in my head earlier today was that Panda song. I was like, get out of my head.
Panda song.
Panda.
I got broads in Atlanta.
Oh.
Panda.
I also had the Rolex song in my head too today.
Oh, that was probably due to be.
It was because of you.
I just rolling.
I was waxing floors today at a retirement home, and all I heard in my head was rolly and dab a ranch. I'm like, oh my god, get out of my head.
Oh, I've seen people, do that video. My favorite one is one with BYU, where they had their mascot and the cheerleader doing that dance. I was like, yes, that is awesome.
You showed me that one, didn't you?
Yes, it's hilarious.
It is. It's pretty awesome.
Okay.
Oh, it feels so much better to take my hair down.
I don't have hair, so I can't take my hair down at all.
I have hair that's almost mid back for me, and it was.
Oh.
Yeah. Time to cut mine short again.
Yeah, I need to go get a haircut too. I don't like it when it gets long enough to where I can put it in a ponytail, because then I just rock a ponytail forever. I get super lazy. So I need it short again to where I can't do this lovely lazy hairstyle. Okay, I think I'm finally happy with this shit. Took longer than I wanted to, but you know.
But hey, at least it was a win.
It was a win. I still haven't started any other work on that other one.
I don't blame you.
I have no fucking idea.
I really don't blame you.
No fucking idea what I'm gonna do.
I can't. I mean, that's just ridiculous.
I'm gonna finish. I'll finish this one, and then I'm working on another one that was a work-in, and then I'll start on that one again. Maybe by then. Let's see. What's today's the 19th? Let me look at the schedule, cause before I even can commit to that myself.
I was gonna say you probably won't get to it until after a while, after a couple more.
If I get this one done, and I get the one I did a work-in on done, and then I have one more work-in, and I'm waiting on one to reply still. Ugh, like, really, I could get all of this done this week and have... If I could get everything done by Friday, that means I could have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off.
Oh, nice.
But that means everybody has to cooperate.
Well, if nobody cooperates, I will verbally pimp slap them.
No.
Everybody to cooperate.
No, I told Tox that if anybody gives her any trouble, send it to me because I'm customer service. I've dealt with it for about 10 years. I think I know how to handle that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you. I'll tell them in the nicest, rude way possible to let you do what you need to do.
So that's actually my goal. I didn't realize that this was pretty much the last week of February already.
Yeah.
February is a really short month, I think. Like it. For some
4
reason,
weeks.
it feels like it doesn't feel like. Yeah, I guess it is 4 weeks, but
It's
feel like
3. Yeah.
It's 3, and then that 1 week is chopped up.
Yup.
So, yeah, if I could get everybody done by Friday, then I could have really Saturday, Sunday off, but then Monday and Tuesday I can book myself all for consultations for March. Because guess what happens March 1st? 6 new orders start.
Back on the grind.
6 new orders start.
Back on the grind.
Yeah, let me go look at the form, and I haven't even looked at the form in the past couple days. It's a nightmare.
I bet.
Oh. Yeah, and there's a lot of well-known stores on here that I'm pretty sure that they're gonna be larger orders towards multiple pieces from the way this looks. They're going to be designer bundle packages, and I have to schedule those out because I can't take on 5 of those in a week. It just doesn't work out that way.
No, that I can imagine. I can definitely imagine how much of a nightmare that can be if you did 5 in a week.
Yeah.
You would literally have to take all day just to do one and get it done in a day.
Yeah, it's just that doesn't ever happen.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could probably get the artwork done, but as far as like once I'm done, give it back to the customer, then you have to wait 2 or 3 days on the customer, and then they finally get back to you. And by then, you're working on other orders that got back to you ASAP, and it's just like, you just kind of have to keep going back and forth until everybody's finished. Okay, so those are finished now. So let me save the textures for these, and I can move on to the next thing, which I think I'm done with the mesh pieces of this order. House of Pink Bee.
Oh man, we were making a lot of bee jokes in chat before we got in the Discord.
Oh God, we were killing it.
There was so many.
Pink Bee. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this lady's not amused with all my jokes.
I was like, I'm a bee, I'm a bumble. And then he was like,
I was like, to be or not to be?
Yeah, I made a lot of them too. I made a lot of jokes too.
be all you can be.
I told
Be
her,
all you
I
can
was
be.
like, I know this is gonna be rough. She was, stop, seriously. This was gonna
That one.
be a
That
hard
one.
choice.
Ah, dang.
It's not letting Lydia find us. Okay, I stalk you. Let's see if I can find her.
Let's see. I am pro at finding people, so let's see. Copy.
That's creepy. That's a creepy talent.
Well, I mean, I am going into the criminal justice field as my
You're,
life career, so
Lydia, is your name
it's
last in your box?
probably.
SL is being a button not letting me find anyone in search. Like I can't even type. What?
Whoa.
I'm going to assume this is you, so
I'm gonna say probably because the picture, the female in the picture looks like the picture on Facebook. Not on Facebook, on YouTube's.
The YouTubes.
Yes, the YouTube's.
there you go. I sent you a friend's request. Yay!
See, I make friendships happen on this channel.
Why can't we be friends?
If you
Why
need
can't we
more
be
people
friends?
on your friends list in Second Life, you can find them here on this channel.
You got a friend. Oh wait, I should stop.
I don't do Disney.
Don't want to get that copyright coming
I
after
don't
you.
think they do that if you sing it.
Yes, actually they do.
What? You can't even sing a song?
Uh-huh. I have seen several channels get hit with copyright just from
Singing a song.
singing the song. Yep.
Wow.
Disney especially, I know, is very particular about that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Woo woo! I got a new friend.
Woo! New friend. New friend entered the
has
region.
Lydia has a YouTube channel as well. Look at her, I'm pretty sure she probably has it in her pickies or her profile, or she can link it if it allows you to. I don't think it allows you to put links in that chat.
You can't put.
Yeah, if you might have it set up to where only moderators can put links and stuff in chat.
I don't remember how we did this. How did we? I think it's just her name. You obviously.
You
It's her
can
name.
just click on the button, the 3-dot button next to her name anytime she chats, and just hit go to channel.
There you go.
And it opens up her channel.
That's how you YouTube Toxic.
That's how you YouTubes.
Okay, let's make her a HUD.
And I totally subscribed to her.
Yay.
You know, that's something that I should maybe do, Panda. Not stream, but record when I build.
If you...
Yeah.
How long does it take you usually to make
something? A very long time.
Depends on the build.
It depends on what I'm building.
We built, what was it, a...
Fire department?
Well, it wasn't the fire department, it was... Well, we just meshed recently.
Oh, Rusty's bar. Biker bar. That took me a week to get it No, that only took me like 2 days.
Took you 2 days.
You know what I think would be really cool, though? Like a time-lapse video of you building.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh, wow. I'm zooming down on the ground level. You changed your ground level up.
Have y'all not been down there?
I haven't been down there since the hunt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I see you added more space for all your.
Lydia's down here.
Yeah.
Go say hi to Lydia, and she can see us in our little puppy.
Oh wait, let me change. Let me change back because I went into my border collie.
Oh my god, your face is gone. Oh, it rezzed. That's funny. Look at the screen in a second.
Hold on, let me look. Oh, his face is gone.
Oh my god! My face was gone. Oh god, I'm definitely deformed.
You're
Look
definitely scary, that's for sure.
Look at my legs. My legs are all deformed on end.
Hi, Lydia. We came to say hi to you.
I saw a picture of Lydia and her family, and they were all furries, and she was human, so she should be used to this. Or they were all something. They were not all human.
Oh, Wraith is
Oh,
here.
Wraith is here too.
Hi, Wraith.
Hey, Wraith.
Look, it's an office party.
Woo!
Where the heck is he at? Oh, there he is.
He's over there.
It's an office party.
Yay! Ooh. Love the art.
She gets up close and she's like, "Ooh,
How you doing?
how you doing? Stop barking at him.
Be nice.
Be nice."
Fine.
as she flaunts back over here.
Come waddle back over here.
Okay, so she needs.
I don't know which puppy you're looking for, but I'll be your puppy.
She has these this avatar as well. Is what she said that in the chat earlier.
She needs her logo. There's her
Oh.
logo.
Can I call that as a punch buggy? Hot pink, no punch.
Wow, actually, this is nice. This looks really nice, Tox.
You think?
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Yes.
Why can't I see Callie? I must have everything.
Oh,
like,
so we going clubbing or something?
No, max complexity. Why is she? Very weird. There's no way she can be over.
Complexity limit?
There was somebody that was mad high in complexity.
She's almost 430,000 in complexity.
Probably a lot of scripts.
Yeah, I can't see her. The max is 350,000. There's no way to get it to go up any higher than that.
You can set it to unlimited. In your preferences, you can set. I think it's if you have the quick preferences on your toolbar. Because I know on my sides I have stuff like I don't know what you have set up, but I think it's if you hit Control P to go in there. I think it's under an advanced settings or something. I don't know.
I don't think you know what you're talking about.
Max complexity down there. I think you can set it to unlimited.
Max complexity.
Over there on the quick preferences. Can you set it any higher?
It's
really?
all the way. Oh, there. No limit.
Yeah, no limit. My bad. Not unlimited. It's no limit.
I had to force render her too, because.
How do you force render her? Because
right click on her, and then hit more, and then hit render.
And then render.
I think it's more and more, and then render. I don't remember.
Hit more.
Oh, there she is.
Yeah, more, and then render.
Oh yeah. She wanted the outfit that I had on last night. What I was wearing last night. Okay.
Fully.
You're not jacked.
There you go.
Hacked?
Doesn't that kind of look like you?
Yeah, because she wanted the outfit and everything that I was wearing, so I told it to her. So she probably went and she might have gone to get the shape that I was wearing too, because I told her everything that I had on.
Yeah, she looks exactly like you.
It's fine. I sold the shape, so
Will the real Toxic please stand up?
no, I don't care. There is no there. It like even Rye will tell you like she never looks the same. I'm different every single time you TP and
I,
see me.
I was gonna say I noticed that.
I never look.
You
I
got a
don't have a look
Pokemon.
anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. Especially with a shape story, literally change like every day.
Yeah.
Cause I make shapes every day, so
Ooh, I need to go check it out.
every day.
Let's go in this store. What's in here? Oh, lots of logos.
That's cute. We're all just standing around, chilling our little pup avatars.
Okay, she needs create a HUD with 2 to 3 sections and a power button. Okay. Let's go find a power button.
Oh,
Power button.
looking at all these things. I really liked what you did with that Saga one. That was really cool. That logo.
Thanks.
Yeah, I was watching it. I was watching it as I was working. I was like, oh, that's pretty fancy.
Yeah, it was kind of hard. I ain't gonna lie. I was having a little bit of an issue with it, but and I didn't even know that the client was watching too. Yeah, I told you guys that because she
Yep.
had she made herself known, I'd fuck that whole order up.
You would have been like, oh, fuck nah. Screw this. I'm working on something else.
It's over now. I'll come back
It's
to
over.
this never.
Let me do what I did to Joshua and Pan. That's not show their stuff.
I just can't. I wish I could get over it. That'll be something that I work like a New Year's resolution type of a thing
Yeah.
to try to get over that.
We can help you.
Because actually, for Ashley's order, Ashley comes in here sometimes, Ashley Rose, for the pink order. I came on Discord and actually like shared screens and worked on her revision like live with her. And I don't do that for everybody, but sometimes I have to because I feel like we'll never get it done. Like we're gonna keep on. It's easier if sometimes if the client can just see it. So I just turn screen share on and then let her watch it. And then it took us like 20 minutes and we were done. And I was like, man, if we would have stayed in IM, we'd still be in IM trying to figure out how to make this better. Who the hell wants to do that? So sometimes actually getting on the call and talking is really the better way to go.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. You get more of a feel for the client too.
Yeah, for sure. I had somebody hit me up last night and they were asking me if I'd be available to get on a call or something, and I'm like, yeah, not tonight, but yeah, if you can plan, we can plan something, and I'm more than willing to do that.
Yeah. Like,
I have not seen your shapes, and some of these are cute.
well, you got
They're
two from
all
the
cute.
hunt
What are you
too.
talking about?
Some of them stand out more than others.
They're all
Well,
cute.
well, you did get
Yes.
two from the hunt.
But
I'm
the
joking.
kid is looking at the door.
Oh, thank you, Lydia. I like it too. It like I said, my brother on here made the outfit. And then I spent a lot of lindens to get the rare.
Does he have a store?
Yes, his store is actually Wolf Tactics. He does buildings and stuff too, but
I'll have to remember that.
it was a glorious hunt. But he did he actually did a lot of, I think, did he? Yeah, he did do it under Wolf Tactics.
And I don't think she gave me a. to go back through our
Oh
conversation.
no, you set her on fire. Oh, okay, you put her out. Good.
I didn't set her on fire. Started the fire in the middle of us.
Hey, Wraith has some of the wolf buildings, the police station, the
Oh,
checkpoint.
really? Yeah. Yeah, Silver Howler is my Second Life brother. I know him personally. We go back 10 years now. I've known him.
These pups are extremely cute.
Yeah, they are.
Okay, so she clicked to unpack, but did she not give me?
Yeah, it's you click on the little water jets, and you can either just spray water or you can fire, and then sprays it out.
Let me go back to that conversation.
Why do people copy other people? Like, be your own person. That was Shani. Shani. We totally got sidetracked from the video chat.
Why do other people copy other people like be your own person? What happened? Who copied you?
Who copied? Do you want me to verbally pimp slap them?
Are there booties for this?
Not for the fire one. The booties
No,
come.
there's hollow pup sneakers, and they come in like it says 10 faces, 14 solid colors, 19 patterns, includes UV and shade.
Maybe that's what he had bought.
Like, I don't know about sneakers. That's crazy.
Well, look at my feet. I have boots on.
Dr. Pupper.
Yes.
That's too cute.
He also made a lawyer pupper outfit, a Jurassic pupper outfit,
What the?
a rescue pupper outfit, a hollow pup agent pupper outfit.
Somebody did a mod. It's a yin yang kitsune.
Nice. He also did a hazmat pupper.
Hazmat.
Okay. Okay, let's see how to do.
Oh, there's the hazmat.
It's okay, Lydia. You're allowed. We don't mind. They talking about Callie and game copying talk. Oh.
Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. It's I
Yeah,
sell
no.
the shape.
She sells the shape, and then she told her what the rest of the stuff she was
Are
wearing
you
was.
kidding me? He has vehicles?
Yeah.
Oh.
That wrecker that he was. He doesn't have a fire truck.
It shows it.
Oh, for the puppers. Yeah.
Get it together.
What's up?
I don't know. He's really fun to pick on. Josh, you're fun to pick on. I don't know what it is about you.
It's okay.
So get
I
it
forgive
together.
you. I forgive you.
Spit it out already.
Today, Junior.
You're fun to fuck with.
Changing times could change.
Hey, you're gonna get me copyright.
Whoops. I didn't do it.
You know what's funny though? I got dinged for copyright on the live stream I did night before or whatever the one before last night was. and
Oh, the one that you didn't post.
no, I think the one before that. And it was
Oh.
one where I just came on and I didn't actually talk. I just stayed quiet.
Mhm.
But I used that no copyright sounds lion ass shit. Had a copyright song in the mix.
That's stupid.
Yeah, that kind of made me mad. I was like, damn it! I want to monetize this so I can make money.
He says this is a gotcha item, but I don't see where it says in the description what it is.
It's a HUD.
Right, but I want a specific one.
It's a gotcha though.
Rare.
You're fine, Callie. You're fine.
I'll talk to him.
I want the fire one.
I'll see what I can do for you.
I don't know how much the rare ones cost, but
Come on, he's my brother. I'll talk to him.
yeah.
There's no family discount. There's no.
Actually, no. He's given me a lot of his stuff.
A Jurassic pupper.
Yes, a Jurassic pupper.
Oh my god, it's got the shock sticks.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez, that is so cute.
And that Velociraptor is is another gotcha.
Okay, the last one. Ugh.
Yeah, that was another gotcha over at that gotcha guild where the puppers were.
Oh, the law pupper. That is so cute. A Dalmatian mod.
Interesting.
There's a rainbow one.
Oh, what?
A rainbow one.
Oh, God. I need that one. That's right. I need the construction pupper.
They have one.
Yeah, Silver made it.
A rainbow hollow.
How Tinaya King asked, "How did you learn to logo?"
I've taught myself for the last 20 years. I was always in art classes in high school and one sec, I'm trying to figure out what I did here. I've always been an art nerd. You know, my family, I've got my aunt, my uncle, both can freehand draw, and since I came up in the computer era, I just decided to. They can't draw digitally. They both draw like on paper with like charcoals and all that kind of stuff, but they're not very good at doing it on the computer. I think my uncle is a little bit more knowledgeable in that, but my aunt, I think she has problems drawing stuff on the computer. So I always thought, well, I want to draw stuff, or I want to do graphic design, or I want to make stuff, but I'm gonna do it on the computer. So after high school, I just kept at it, and I kept accepting jobs that were graphic design jobs. And I was a freelancer worked for myself for many years, and then eventually I found Second Life, and then did the whole Second Life career, and now I'm right back to the basics. I was doing this kind of work before SL, so I'm kind of at the point where I went back to my roots and I'm bringing it to Second Life. So.
And that's not always a bad thing, you know.
No, it's just I'm going through a learning curve right now. Like, I don't know if anybody, or I don't know, like it probably seems like I know exactly what I'm doing, but I kind of don't. This is all really new to me. I'm just trying stuff out, and it's starting to finally pay off. There's been a lot of like, I don't know, it's just grind work over the years.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of Photoshop, you know. I watched so many tutorials. I took 2 tutorials 2 days ago about how to do things in Photoshop. So I just teach it to myself. I really, really love the program, but just not. I'm not scared of it. So
Yeah, exactly. She's finding her niche again.
yeah.
And that's a goddess in world is a Nan from the chats.
Is there more people landing? I'm not even. Of course, I'm not on that.
Yes.
All right, cool, cool, cool.
We got this.
We got this. We got you. We
Okay,
got you.
okay. Sorry, I'm not paying attention since I'm on this screen, but
It's okay. You're doing work.
I'm glad y'all are able to come by and hang out.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. There's not really like a big fantastic story behind it. It's just something, excuse me, I've always been interested in, and I never stopped learning. I never stopped trying to learn. See, some people have that desire for 3D. I don't. For like modeling and stuff,
Mhm.
I don't. So, and I don't think I ever will. I've tried to force it upon myself, but it's just not. I don't have that passion for it. And to me, if I don't have a passion for something, I'm not going to try to do it. So, or I'm not going to be like really dedicated to try to learn how to do it. But Photoshop is completely different. Like, I'm so intrigued by this program and just the different things that it does. Like,
And it does a lot.
yeah, it does way more than even what I use it for.
Yeah. Like I have a basic knowledge of it. I mean, I took what I was doing at first in college. I had to take a Photoshop class, and it was just basic stuff that I learned. But watching some of the stuff you do, I'm like, dang. And then I know there's more to it than just that you do. I'm like, holy moly.
With the type of work that I do right now, though, in Second Life, it's all very repetitive. Like, I get so excited when someone comes to me and they're like, "You don't have this on your list, but can you do it?" And I'm like, "Yes, yes, I can." Like, I'm starting to like encourage people to get creative because it's really kind of starting to get a little bit on the boring side because it's logo every day, and sometimes it'll be texture HUD, gift card, and I'm just like, are you sure you don't want something else? Like something way off the wall. Like somebody ordered business cards, Second Life business cards.
Well, and I saw that on your site. I was actually tempted. I
yeah.
really was tempted.
Yeah, let's do some. Yeah, that sounds like something fun to do. Like, so I always try to tell people to think about stuff and just be unique and like let's get creative with it. Cause man, I've created like what, probably over 100 logos in the past 2 months.
I was gonna say there's a lot up on your
logos
client
all day.
list.
Let's do something different.
Well, I think the next thing I'm gonna bug you about is business cards.
Okay. Well, I can mesh them too, obviously, but you probably could
Yeah.
too. You probably
Yeah.
could too. So
Probably not. Not as good as you.
you could do it probably just as good.
I could probably prim to mesh it. I was looking at the cards. Yeah, because I was looking at the cards. I was looking at when you were looking online at the cards. I was like, oh man, I could probably prim to mesh those cards. And just get a face done properly, and bam, there's your business card. There's your gift card.
Bam, bitch. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I wish I had a better story, but I don't know. I found something that I'm good at, and I'm rolling with it.
Yeah.
Here's the construction one.
Oh my god, you bought it. I hate you.
I did.
I hate you. Because I'm broke.
Because Some evil lady named Toxic took all your money.
Yup. It's okay.
You can play with anything.
It was well worth Lyndon's spending. Honestly, the best thing I've spent Lyndon's on ever out of the 11 years that I've been on Second Life.
Wraith is probably like, why am I hanging around with a bunch of dogs? What is going on here? I just clicked over and looked at the screen and like, all these dogs on the floor, human.
3 humans.
Oh, there's 3 humans. Wait.
Yeah, you got Callie, you got Wraith, and then you got Nan.
Oh.
Goddess Addie
Oh, okay. I see.
is Nan from chat.
I see. I wasn't spun all the way around.
It's okay. I got you covered.
Alright. Well, I'm just going to save this version. And we'll move on to the... I've got about 10 more minutes left, and then I'm going to bounce and go kill monsters in a forest.
Nice.
Shoot 'em up.
Extra HUD. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. So let's make...
Yeah, I started as a human too.
Human.
And yes, Carl, we are still awake.
Human.
Don't be hating, Carl.
Hi, Carl.
Carl.
How many people are still watching? I took it off.
13.
Okay.
So we've been above 10 all night.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I noticed last night too, a bunch of new subscribers as well.
Yeah. Oh, now we're down to 12.
I looked at yesterday morning. Nope. Yep. I had 2,111 subs, and then I looked this afternoon, and it was 220 something subs. No,
Oh,
2,000,
nice.
2,200 something subs. So we gained a lot of people last night.
Oh my god.
What?
Woman, not you, Tox, but this one. Why? Why?
Because I'm freaking nice.
I
Shut
know.
up, kid.
I know.
I got him the...
She got me the construction pupper outfit that she has on.
We probably
I'm gonna
look
run
like,
around the sim.
Probably look like the village people in dog form. Like,
Oh my god, that'd be cute. Walk around as the village people.
Oh, I should tell him to make an Indian.
oh my god, yes. Be like, we want to walk around as.
I want tail feathers.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I will take it and I will like it, Lady. Promise. God.
Flickr, Facebook, Blogger. So I need the Blogger logo. I have the others. Here it is, right here. Thank you.
Oh, cool. Now I figured out how to stop the flashing. I had to click on the collar.
Yeah, you have to click on the collar. Well, I'll be the cop because that's what I'm going to school to be.
I got the firefighter down pat.
So we got the Indian and the construction worker. How many was there? Was there only 4 or was there 5? I forget.
5.
Thought there was 5.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I like how he did the box for him. He got the
There's
bag rigged to the mouth.
So there was the sailor, the biker, the Indian, the police officer, the construction worker, and the cowboy.
Oh, that's right. There were
Wow.
6.
The 6.
My thoughts exactly.
There we go. Now I look good.
You should tell your brother to make a military one.
I should.
I'd be like, I'd buy one.
I'll have to mention it to him. His computer crashed on him, like massive virus, and he had to sell it back. He had to return it. It was under warranty or something, but he had to return it and got his money back for it. And yeah.
Hate when that shit happens.
Yup. And then he also, because the worst part is, because he does vehicles and stuff, so he has a hard drive, external hard drive that he has all his files saved on. He has licenses from Ford and Chevy and big name vehicle companies to actually be able to make their vehicles in the game in Second Life. He lost all of the documentation on it because when he plugged in the hard drive, the external hard drive, it formatted the hard drive.
Oh my god, rage moment.
So he lost everything. Not everything, but he lost everything on.
Rage moments.
Yeah, I would have had a rage moment if I lost all of that kind of stuff. 'Cause you have to think, it takes a while, or it takes some, time or whatever to get those kind of licensing.
Mm-hmm. I was around with him on here when he had the meeting with Ford to get the agreements, the contract signed. Or no, I think it was Toyota. I don't remember, but one of the manufacturers, he went and met with them. But yeah, that's another thing for anybody doing vehicles or anything. You gotta make sure you don't copy the stuff, or you can get a lawsuit. There's a big vehicle manufacturer a vehicle creator on here who just was going through a lawsuit with 2K Games, the people who made GTA, because a lot of his vehicles are modern GTA vehicles. But there's slight changes in each one of the vehicles that they aren't exactly like the GTA vehicles. So
Bad business.
yep.
Bright freaking light.
Yes, it is.
You see what you're doing now.
Mm-hmm. Got to be able to see out on the construction site. Yep, I went there.
Oh god, you guys are so funny.
Even when we're not trying to be.
Totally serious about your roleplay. Sometimes I wish I was more into it, because it really looks like it would be really fun, but I just can't. Never been very good at the roleplay aspect of Second Life.
Yeah, I've been role playing on here since 10 years ago. So I've been ever since a year after I joined. I've been role playing as a firefighter or a police officer, and now I'm doing the construction more. But I'm getting paid to do the construction, which is nice.
Alright, I'm gonna start shutting this shit down.
Let's hope it doesn't have an issue like last night.
Oh my god, that was so weird. I don't know what the hell was happening.
That was crazy.
It really was.
It was telling you no.
Shut it.
Right. I almost think that maybe I'm just gonna lay down.
I was on a police force. I've been on several different police departments here on Second Life. Nan. Multiple different, regions and stuff.
Well, I'd have to. An awesome chat. Oh, she's talking in local. I'm
Who's
gonna
talking in
readjust.
local?
Nan is.
Oh. Wonder why I can't.
Oh yeah, no, I
What?
wasn't there.
Alright, let me do this. I'm gonna sign off of YouTube and cut the stream off, but you guys that are standing here are more than welcome to stay. I'm probably gonna run AFK from the computer for a minute. But
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut stream, and I'm probably gonna come out of this call just for a little bit because my headphones are burning my ears like fucking really bad.
Okay.
But I'm gonna run in the kitchen and go heat up burritos and shit like that. I don't know how many people are watching because I don't have it up, but
13.
13. Alright, so I'm just going to say my spiel. If you guys are watching right now and you like the channel and you would like to subscribe, please do so. And if you would like to be enrolled in notifications, please hit the bell button, and that will notify you. Hopefully, it hasn't been working lately for some people, but hopefully it'll notify you whenever I go live. I might go live tomorrow night. I don't know. I kind of really dig this, so I might pop back up tomorrow night. We can do it all over again.
Oh hell yeah!
I'm
I'm game.
You game?
I'm
Alright.
game.
Heck yeah.
Cool beans. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.
Bye guys.
Goodbye.